No, we wouldn't.
Guys, yes, people, welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another transfer video. We've just been in the middle of a nice little sorry debate. Felt like we're back in 2019. It's been really good to have a little throwback and everything. But welcome to another transfer stream. We'll be giving you the latest updates on Lukaku fucking off to Inter Milan. We'll be talking about potential attacking reinforcements. We didn't go into the stuff surrounding Kounde or Stratoshka. I think that's how you pronounce his name, but we'll get into that in this stream as well. Plenty of transfer news to get into. So, yeah, strap up and, yeah, just enjoy the stream and smash the like and subscribe button. And also, yeah, don't forget to check Jersey FC in the description below as well. Big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button and let's get into it. Fato, what are you saying, bro? How's your day been?
It's not too bad, man. Apart from the chaos in this morning and the renewal tickets on the website, but yeah, man, I'm glad I got the renewal, but man, it was a mess this morning, man. But I'm just glad I got through that one.
I don't say it was a mess. I got through in like 5-10 minutes, but probably I wasn't on at 9 o'clock at least, so probably wasn't stuck with the traffic.
You don't want to know what happened. You don't want to know what happened this morning. Probably.
That is what it is. Jesters, what are you telling me, bro? You all good?
No, I'm not all good.
Oh, what's up, man?
I'm
Don't
tired
worry.
of the
Here for you,
little
bro.
pussios on Twitter that cannot be bothered to have some patience and wait on what the club is doing. This is not FIFA. If you want to play FIFA, go play FIFA. If you want to bitch about the new ownership and the way we do our transfer business, turn in your jersey and fuck off down the lane. I can't be asked with you anymore. Blocking spree is coming. I'm tired of listening to little kids that don't know anything about life talk about, well, we haven't done anything yet. Man, go have a wank.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, big up yourself as always. Hopefully you feel better by the time you leave the stream, but knowing this stream, I doubt it. But we're here for you regardless. Alex, what are you saying? You feeling any better?
Yeah, I just think as a lot of people, as a lot of Chelsea fans, like Josh saying, it's like undercover Manchester City fans. Like I actually made a little song for people like that. It's called "Anything We Can Do." City does better.
Sounds all right. Except when in the Champions League.
Yeah. Anything we can do. Liverpool has a better how you say it, strategy, better recruitment system. Yeah. Anything we can do, Liverpool has a better system. So what's the point of the bother? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why are we here if we're such a disappointment to you? If the club is such a disappointment, change your fucking jersey. Fucking idiots.
Yeah, well, I already said
I'm so glad we moved to now international gatekeeping fans. I said I'm so glad we've moved on from having Brexit gatekeeper fans to international gatekeeper fans.
Hey, we're branching out. Yeah,
great stuff.
I don't understand what it means, but
I do. He's taking a piss on us.
I am. Yes.
Oh, I don't know what. Can somebody explain, please?
It's because we're deciding who can be Chelsea fans and who not. So we're gatekeeping.
Gate. Oh fuck! He said gatekeeping. I was like, how do I?
You thought you said it gay.
I was like, what the heck do gay people do with this? Like, I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, okay.
On Pride Month too.
Yeah, on the Pride Month, Scott. I'm not in charge of what? I cannot even say it.
I see why you're suing that doctor. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Josh was here and then he disappeared. Chris, are you here? What are you saying, man?
Yeah. Not great, you know. We signed no one yet. Letting great players go like Rudiger, Alonso. It's just not looking good. So Todd Bowley out.
Exactly.
Yeah, Bowley out, bro.
Exactly.
I still didn't get Christensen.
How the fuck we let Cucurella go if he's better than Chilwell? That will set up Manchester City defense for the next 5 years. What the hell are we in the Premier League? Let's get relegated. Maybe we'll get better shot in that division.
Let's get relegated. Alex is turning full Yadar in front of our eyes. It's all mad. But yeah, Bowley out. He didn't get Christensen.
Yeah, he was the
re-signed.
Cobham fan
I
yesterday.
didn't mention Christensen. Sorry.
He's evolving.
Yeah. Fuck you too, bro. Josh, what are you saying, man?
Yeah, man. I guess Jester can loop me in as one of those guys. We're 6 days in. I thought we'd have a full rebuild done by now. Very disappointed. We need like 9 new players in. We need about 8 to go. I thought 6 days would be plenty of time to get all that done. I mean, what have we been doing this whole time? We've been sanctioned. We haven't been talking to anyone or working deals behind the back. I mean, very disappointed.
The God created world in 6 days, but we cannot even sign a player and under it.
I mean, look at City. City won the title. They got Holland already. I mean, oh my God, Darwin Nunez at Liverpool. What are we going to do next year? Oh my God, I'm very, very worried about this club's future.
You forgot about the Scottish little Scottish kid they signed for $6.5 million to back up Trent.
Hamish Macbeth.
Oh.
Yeah.
What
we're done for.
From Aberdeen, because you know.
And then we have to start the season at Everton. Oh my God, what are we gonna do?
Lampard.
We might be down 3 points after week 1.
That's a possibility.
Shame.
Throw the season away.
And City buys Cucurella for the next 5 years. My God, we're done.
Ah.
Oh, I love the sarcasm on the stream. It is glorious. All right, Declared, what are you telling me, bro?
Yeah, kind of like with everyone else. I said on Twitter, and you know, I was starting to get the vibes of Todd Bowley out. I've been working on my hashtag and everything, and I was trying one blood bowling. I was trying to get one for anger. Yeah, trying to connect one. So I hope people can help me make a new hashtag for Todd Bowley out or some anger.
Go simple. Just go straight and simple. Bowley out. A little hashtag at the top, and you're good.
Nah, you need it trending. You need a song like Alex's song. That's gonna pick up really well. Need a little jingle.
I can't be after you lot today, I swear. Right, Scott, what are you saying, bro?
Big up, everyone. I understand some of the disgruntled people on Twitter to an extent, just because they see other clubs doing deals that make sense. But at the same time, it's a little bit over the top, little bit. But at the same time, I'm now hearing we can't criticize and I can't compare. So people in the chat, you're just going to hear a bunch of buzzwords from me, minerals and all that shit.
Oh, that'd be great.
What?
We even got the old Johnny indirect, our CBA today.
I wasn't even indirect with him. That was a pokey doke. I can't even lie. That wasn't even a Johnny.
Facts.
Facts. Yeah, that.
Right, to the guys in the comment section as well, big up everyone that's locked into. Matt isn't banned. I don't know why people think that. Matt isn't banned. He's probably just in bed right now, but that's just it.
He is.
Facts.
He's trying to get stuck to his sheets right now, so leave him alone.
Right, 200 people in there. Let's try and get to 100 likes. And last but not least, Andrew, what are you telling me, bro?
I think everything else has been said. I just want to let people know that when a player goes to another club, Chelsea aren't always interested in them, so we haven't lost out, just to let you know. So we're not, just that, I'm seeing transfers between Leipzig and Ajax. We're not in for those players, just to inform people. We haven't lost out on them. I'm all good, though, I'm happy. The guys we have more angrier guys on the panel today, so I'll let them be angrier and I'll rest for a bit. So I'm all good.
What, you mean Jesus didn't choose Arsenal over Chelsea?
Oh well, no. I saw your comment. I read a report. Apparently, he was snubbing us, even though we haven't been leading.
How is he snubbing us when we are after? Yeah. You know what's funny about that thing? There's the reports about the Jesus, but at the end, they failed to mention that Jesus was offered to Chelsea.
Yeah.
And we said, no, thank you.
No. There was Arsenal is in for him. That club was in for him, but they offered to Chelsea. And all of a sudden, it's Jesus deciding between Arsenal and Chelsea.
Yeah.
Like,
he went,
how's that? How makes sense out of that?
I guess we all missed the report where
and Sunday afternoons, baby. That's what I love about this season.
I guess we missed the report where Chelsea bid for Jesus, and then he decided to choose the Arsenal.
Yeah.
Also, I like people getting upset with signing a couple of goalkeepers. Hello, we need them. We need to look to the future.
Well, if Kepa goes,
You're
When
going to
he goes-
Lazio.
When he or Newcastle, I don't care who he goes to, one or the other, as long as he's off the wage, as long as he's got.
is there actually Newcastle links? I've heard the Lazio
There's
thing
always
come
been
round.
tentative.
I was going to
Newcastle
say
links since
they've
the
they've
takeover.
been from about like halfway through the season, weren't they?
Yeah.
Whenever they got money, like their new owners came in, he was one of the names that was mentioned.
Oh,
Don't know how.
As long as
actually
he's
decent
got
money for him.
just as long as he goes, it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I was kind of resigned to the fact if it weren't Lazio, we're probably keeping Kepa for another year. Those 150k a week wages are going to be a lot to try and get rid of.
Okay, I guess I need to say this once since everybody's talking about her in chat. Yes, ES Grimes is very, very reliable.
Yes.
So if she says something, more than likely it's going to happen. Okay? That's all that needs to be said. But if you're going to follow her, just don't be an asshole. I mean, she gets enough shit because she's a woman, and for some reason people don't think that women can read computer screens or type in Twitter. Don't get it. Some of y'all need to wake the fuck up. This is 2022. What's the problem with a woman reporting on football news?
It's just an easy way to cuss them out. It's just low hanging fruit.
and-
I already know the same shit. That I already done.
When it comes to
Thank you
gossip
for your
and
name.
news like that, yeah, I rely on women more than.
It's not gossip
they're
though.
really good
I
at it.
like it.
I feel like
It's not gossip.
Now I'm upset how I can figure
She
it
does.
out.
She doesn't put. It's not gossip. When she reports something, there's a reason behind it. The
Yeah, but
reason
gossip
is
can be true.
no, but the reason is through her work, she has knowledge of this stuff.
Yeah, it's for talking that works. You know,
No,
ladies are real good at it.
no. See, dude.
Just stop while your head declared, even though you're trying to be jokey about it. I would just say stop while you're ahead.
I was going to say this
Yeah,
is an
yeah,
argument I
so
see
like,
BA
yeah.
have again, so I'm just not even going to get into it.
And it's the same thing with Marina. You know, things don't happen. Well, let's hate on Marina.
Listen,
They've
if
been doing it
Marina
for
is able to
years.
get if Marina is able to get anywhere near 70, 75 for Lukaku to enter, that is
We
an
need to build a statue for her.
absolute masterclass of a sale.
Exactly.
Like
Well,
after the year he
we
had, if she gets a
sell him
15 million
Lukaku.
loan with an obligation for 65, 70, that
we
is an
said-
absolute fucking
She
genius.
should've
Yeah, because I think
We
we've
said
already,
that-
we've already given up like
we-
about
we
20,
said this- can I
25
just say-
based off the first year.
You should
So that's
get him for
basically
7 or
like
8
cancelling the whole
60.
deal out.
I was going to say we said the same thing after Morata, and then we had to watch her like not get rid of Bakayoko and Batshuayi and Drinkwater and this player.
Yeah,
and
no,
that
there's
player.
L's on her side anyway. Let's not
Okay,
act like
get-
Marina's
get him-
been perfect.
Getting
but,
rid of
like, there's not a lot
Lukaku
of
for
people on
whatever
her side.
fee it may be doesn't right any wrongs. She still
Well, it
needs
wasn't
to-
her. It wasn't her who said go get him either.
I
She just
don't like
negotiated the
Here-
contract.
Man,
Here's one thing about everybody knows that Chelsea works and how Chelsea runs. Everybody knows that
Clearly
our loan
not.
system. No. It's that our loan system. It pays for the expenses, right? Everybody knows that. At the same time, it's her fault for using the system that pays the bills. I know it's not your Bakayoko, it's not your favorite cup of tea, but as long as we're making money, it pays for Lukaku, another dumb signing. Or
The thing
it
is
pay
now
for-
is to be more.
Actually, I think you'll find the youth players we sold
But-
paid for the
The loan
signing.
system-
And here's the another half of the fans that wants to play youth but don't have enough patience for youth to develop. You see
Alex,
what
you
I'm
know who you're. Can I just say, you know who you're talking to, right? I probably
Yeah.
hate the youth system
He
most
doesn't
of
play a lot.
everyone on this panel. So don't know
He
where you're getting that nonsense from.
He's not.
No,
My
I'm
point
not
is-
saying no,
He's not
no,
wrong, but it's
no. That's
I'm
not what I'm
on the
saying.
opposite, if anything.
No. That's
Quit
what.
typing
That's
in
my.
caps.
That's what I'm saying. That the fan base is split. They want to play. They upset about this players that we sold or let on loan, and not. But when they play and like, oh, he's not good enough, we should get rid of him.
No, just
I'm
let
not
the
saying that.
contract run down if they've got no
I'm not
chance of
saying
even being
you.
sold. Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying for me. I mean from my perspective, like the likes
No,
of
I was talking to
Bakayoko.
Scott. I was
Oh,
saying
fair
Scott.
enough, fair enough.
Well, Bakayoko looks like he's on his way to Valencia.
Good.
Permanently or on another loan deal?
I
Yeah,
have
I'll
no
say he's
clue.
still
It's not gone that far, but
As long as they don't
Gattuso is now
they don't extend his contract, I'm fine. Just don't extend the contracts. That's all I'm annoyed at.
Gattuso is the manager at Valencia, and he really likes Bakayoko. I don't know why, but who cares?
Look,
They had a good season together in 18-19, I think.
At Napoli, wasn't it?
No, a first spell at AC Milan. He did really well there. They just couldn't afford to sign him afterwards.
Do people understand that we have one of the best academies in the world? And the biggest problem, and the biggest problem with that, it comes that way too many talented players on Chelsea books, right?
Yeah.
Do people understand that? So, if we have 11 positions that young talent is fighting for, there's a possibility that not all of them will get on that. So they have to be at least loaned. Would you let him for free? No.
Or
you will try to sign them as long. For example, the worst example, Bakayoko and Drinkwater, right? We pay for them based on the prospects, right? Bakayoko, I was for him. He was the one of the best midfielders in Monaco's team. I was for him more than Fabinho for Liverpool. I like Bakayoko specifically, but he proved sometimes it doesn't work. It's a freaking lottery sometimes with those players. So we paid for him. I think it was 30 or 40.
40.
Yeah, 40. Yeah, we paid 40 for him. So and he was on a decent wages because there was a lot of clubs for him. There was Real Madrid for him. There was Juventus for him. The what?
Man
United and Liverpool. Liverpool won both. Fabinho and what's his name? But the funny part is, we can't just let him go on free.
Why
to
not?
Make some money. The what?
I said, why not?
Because it's a debt that we write off. Like, for example, if there will be a 40 debt. As long as it's on the books and somebody pays his salary and loan fees, he's not FFP debt. He's still on the books.
Secondly, Scott, what makes you think Bakayoko will be go for free?
Oh, that's who that was.
I think
David Neres is going to
these players like we always do when we've got Bakayoko here for 5 years doing dick all. Like he's had one good year.
But we bought him. Here's Scott. Let me ask you something. No, let me ask you something.
Like not even the top teams. When you've got Arsenal who buy players and it doesn't work out, what do? Release them because they're not worth to them.
Fuck, man.
It's not like we've been paying for Bakayoko. Someone else has been paying for him.
Exactly. Talking about the releasing of Aubameyang's 6 months.
Look,
to get him off the book.
How long was what's his name?
They saved money.
Ozil was until they get rid of him.
2 years, maybe 3.
All the way to his contract ended.
2.5.
Yeah. So, Scott, seriously, man. Again, with Bakayoko, again, Scott.
We're talking about someone who's not involved in the squad at all.
Yeah, but he's taken wages, though, right?
Let me
ask. Well, that's what happened to Aubameyang.
No. I want to ask Scott a question.
I'm actually so glad we get those pitiful loan fees for him. I'm really glad.
Scott, let me ask you a question, please.
We made our money back.
Can I ask you a question, Scott?
Go ahead.
Okay. So, for example, when Hazard or what's his name or what's that goalkeeper that went to Real Madrid? Courtois. Do they have when the good player wants to leave and stuff like that? Do we saying yo, you need we have a contract with you, you have to obligate by contract, right? You obligated, right? As a Chelsea club, we obligated to give him a job for 5 years, and if he wants to leave, and it's not how you said, if it's not for the fee that we choosing, he has to. Everybody would you say he needs? Courtois needs to obligate the contract, how you say it. He needs to obey the contract, right? Would you make yeah? So you don't think Chelsea has any obligation to a player that they bought and it did not work out? Chelsea is the one that gave contract to Bakayoko for 5 years. He was a young talent. We wanted him. we obligated to pay for 5 years. Same way we obligated for the best players that come, like Hazard. If he wants to leave, Chelsea fans crying, we have contract with you. You cannot leave. You have a job to do, right? Same thing Chelsea does with Bakayokos, with Drinkwaters, with Barclays. We obligated because we choose them. If the thing will go into the market and say Chelsea does not obligate the contracts of their own players, nobody will come. So my question to you, what position do you take? Do you take the position that what kind of club we are? Are we obligated for the players, or we're not obligated for the players? I hope you understand the question because my English is not as good.
Okay, since we
I asked the question.
5 minutes on
I'll be
freaking
real. I can understand the
Bakayoko.
question. And to end this conversation, I'm just going to say we're in the situation we are now where we've got so much deadwood we need to get rid of because of situations like this. That's the last I'll say on this. We've got like 15 players we need to get rid of because of situations like this. But let's move on.
Oh, he wants that 100 likes. He's saying keep going. We can't hear you, dude.
You're muted.
Yeah, we got nearly 300 here, and we still haven't got 100 likes, so we can keep going with the back.
Come
If
on,
you're
Prod,
watching,
smash the
just
like button.
like the video, man. You must like.
Yeah, come on. Otherwise, we can go through our
Watching
top 5 Bakayoko
Press
moments
the
in the
like
Chelsea shirts.
Was there even 5?
Let's have
When he left the first
Let's
time,
have
when he
him
left the
Bakayoko.
second time, when he left the third time.
Less than a third.
I respected
Well, we
ship
can talk
against
about-
Huddersfield back in December 2017, man. Come on.
He had a good
Or we
song,
can
I
talk
guess.
about if Jorginho.
Oh,
or
we hit
Kounde
100 likes.
go
Fuck
first.
Bakayoko.
We can talk about that.
No, what were you saying?
104 likes.
Is that
I
what
said we
have
can talk
to do?
about.
We have to threaten you people to talk about Bakayoko to get a third of the likes that are watching.
Oh, no, these are fucking violating, man.
What's wrong with you
108.
people?
Martin, you ought to press a button as soon as you walk in
Yeah.
here, man. It's not
Good
for a
Lord,
lot.
man.
You lot deserve another 20 minutes of Bakayoko, I swear. But big up you guys all for still you lot. Jesters, what do you say you wanted to discuss?
No, I said we could discuss who needs to go, Jorginho or Conte.
Oh, that would be fuck. I've spent the last 2 days on that shit.
Both.
I'm
I know,
ready
that's
to
why I
go
brought it
again. I don't even mind. Fuck it,
No,
I'll
I want to
strap
talk
up.
about actual people we're looking to bring in since we haven't done it for 2 days and we've been talking about it.
Yeah, I did see something from Matt Law yesterday saying Tuchel has been promised he will lead the club's transfer business this summer, and Chelsea face the task of trying to add goals and assists to his squad. Shock. Raheem Sterling, who has now finished his international duty with England, Dembele and Nkunku are all among the club's attacking targets. Arsenal target Gabriel Jesus has been offered to Chelsea, and we do have interest in Lewandowski as well. So there's about 5 names already off the top. Dembele, like Grimes said, I think a pre-contract has already been agreed between him and the club, so he should be one of the names coming into the bridge. It is looking like a matter of when and not if.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Graham says Lewis and Maldini, Russian and Jorginho, Chris, and I'll say Fata as well with Werner, Minerals and Mount, Poku and Children of all the panelists, which has the least agenda/bias and is most neutral.
I'm most neutral.
I'm not biased, but I am going to say myself on this one. But yeah, I'll leave it to you guys to discuss.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm not the most agenda in the room. Fuck off.
Are we saying of those
Yes,
5?
well,
are we
you-
saying-
Mr.
blame
Jorginho started global
Yeah,
warming
he goes
because he
to
hasn't
work.
got the most agenda.
We'll blame on Kante's injuries as well.
I don't know what I don't know what you're talking about. I don't speak English. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe it's because my English is not first language. People just don't understand what
Oh,
I'm saying.
here we go.
I'm
But I
probably
don't
the
have
most
problem.
neutral
I
here.
don't have problem with
What do you mean?
Jorginho. I don't have problem. He plays better in Italy, so I just want him the best. I don't understand why you blaming me for. I just
Oh,
want to.
yeah.
I wish best for the guy. Why?
No, you don't.
Isn't he Italian?
This is such
He wants to be
bullshit.
closer to his family.
Oh,
Seriously, like why are you blaming me for wishing the best for him?
He sees the
You
family.
blamed him for hurricane.
Conte getting
yeah.
injured.
That's what you blamed him for.
Kante's
You blamed
getting
him for bad.
injured. Global warming.
Yeah, a global warming. No, that's Biden's problem. Global warming is for Lukaku. He takes too much. What's the name? Food.
Farts too much.
Farts
it's
too much.
methane.
Exactly.
Yeah, methane.
No, and drink CO2.
Yeah, you guys in the comment section, you let us know who has the least agenda. Because we ain't gonna agree.
No,
on
it's
this.
the least. It's the least agenda, not the
So,
most. The least.
The next one we need to talk about is Kounde. Of course, there's been a lot of reports that they're now negotiating with Barcelona. Okay. According to ESPN, whoever's typing,
Yeah.
mute,
It's
please.
declared again.
Damn, declared. It's like a 1945 typing machine.
Yeah, man. I type better on a typewriter. What do you want from me?
Most of the people in the comments don't even know what a typewriter is, dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here just to like relate.
Today. Oh my days.
So ESPN
ahead,
has
son.
reported who own the
Fatou
TV
called
rights
just
for
her son.
for La
Go on,
Liga
Justice.
in the United States. They had the broadcasting rights. They had a report yesterday that for every dollar of buys, or excuse me, not a dollar, every euro of buys that Barcelona want to do, they had to sell €4 worth of players. So,
Yeah. I heard
and
that
for
shit.
instance, Jules Kounde at €55 million would mean they'd have to sell €220 million worth of players. And they don't even have 220 million euros worth of players to sell. So Sevilla are trying to get us to go ahead and put in the release clause. That's what they want for him, and we're trying to negotiate a lower fee than the release clause, because that's what you're supposed to do as a good business. The kicker is he had to have surgery, and Sevilla was hoping that would be done and over with by now, and it's just now happened. It has been successful surgery. It was something we knew about going into the summer, and it's expected to get done. We've got personal terms agreed. That's not an issue. It's just about putting in the release clause. They're trying to get Lukaku done and gone, so they can by July 1st they can announce Dembele.
I'd say that's a marquee signing if Lukaku is gone.
What did Jules Kounde sustain injury? Like what kind of injury that he
Yeah,
had?
but it was a minor injury, and both clubs knew about it before the game.
And
anyway.
secondly, did Barcelona trying to get Eric Garcia to Sevilla? They trying to sort that out. Or...
It doesn't matter. They have to sell players. They're €500 million in debt. €500 million.
I swear they were out of that.
No,
The
thing with Barca is, for as much as we say this, there's them and Real Madrid. I'm still, until like something happens, I'm not convinced that they don't have the money or they're not able to sign these players. Because it was the same thing last summer and in January, and they still managed to sign players.
They loaned players.
They loaned players. They didn't.
No, they brought players in as well.
Who did they bring in?
Tchouaméni, Camavinga.
I'm not talking about Real Madrid.
Yeah, not Real Madrid. Let me go and find. I'll bring them up because I can't remember everyone they brought in. Give me a second.
So
their president just said yesterday they have to reduce their wage bill by 400 million euros, or reduce their roster by 400 million.
500k per week. Frankie de Jong on a 500k per week,
and they want to sign Gavi up to a new contract.
Yeah, the problem with Frankie de Jong is he doesn't want to leave Barcelona. Right, so unless Man United pay substantially over 100 million pounds, there's no way he's leaving Barcelona.
They did sign someone halfway through last season for 55 million euros.
Oh, that was Ferran Torres, right?
It was, and that was without selling anyone.
But they also couldn't register him for like 6 months.
Yeah, they could register anyone literally. Like, they couldn't
No,
register
they signed him in January and registered him like straight away.
So he played second part of the season last season?
No,
he did,
no. I think
so. Why did he?
I think it was a loan with an obligation.
No. Why didn't he play?
Why didn't he? He did play.
He did. So he played all year.
He played all year. He played for City the first half, and then he joined in January. He joined Barca in January.
Okay.
For 55 million euros. So what I'm saying is I do understand that they're in debt, but at the same time, as I said, with Barca and with Real, just how they are as clubs and how they work, I'm going to wait until Kounde is confirmed by the club.
Yeah. The Spanish is... the Spanish
I never said Kounde was done.
No, I know, but I'm still I'm still not convinced that Barca don't have all this money to be able to sign,
Yeah,
Christian
and
Tessier
especially the
Well,
my
apparently they
problem
can't
with La
register
Liga.
their free players, which is
They can't
a massive shame.
because in La Liga tells teams if they can sign players or not because there's a salary cap, and right now Barcelona's way over the salary cap. They owe PK 30 million
Take Dani
euro.
Alves as a backup. I'll take Dani Alves.
I was going to say, considering though that they've just got rid
That's
of
going to
two
go to his
players
ex-wife,
on a
but
free, I think they've got rid of another 2 or 3 players that were on loan. They've sold a couple players as well. The wage cap thing, they'll be fine. They'll be able to sign those players.
Well, as of right now, they can't.
Because officially, Dembele and Dani Alves hasn't left, and neither of their loan signings. So until the 1st of
right
July.
till July 1st, nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, for them.
That's when their contracts run out.
Hey,
So,
Christensen might not sign for Barca, you know.
but Christensen
Yeah,
can't
there's-
sign until July 1st anyway because his contract with Chelsea doesn't run out to the 30th.
Well, I think Christensen problem is gonna be based on Azpilicueta problem. It depends if Azpilicueta gonna be released by Chelsea. He might will go to Barcelona, and then we'll move Christensen out.
Christensen's on a free.
You reckon?
We have
So
no
does
say.
Azpilicueta will be on a free.
No,
in
Azpilicueta
Chelsea.
is not on a free. He has
I
1
know,
year.
but it will be.
It will be
Okay.
negotiated as a free. I agree with you.
We'll just cancel his contract early or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, I think Barcelona is waiting on that decision from Chelsea. It will depend what Christensen is gonna do. If Azpilicueta is not gonna be released by Chelsea, Christensen will go to Barcelona. If
Christensen's already
Azpilicueta
signed a pre-agreement with
I
Barcelona.
was going to say both are going to go because they don't play in the same position. Aspi's going to be the backup right back, or
Yep.
probably starting right back at this rate.
Yeah, because they have no.
Probably
Yeah. But
So
that leaves them with now like 3 right
I guess
backs.
we'll see. I guess we'll see. I'm just saying with the money thing, I think it will be one of the two.
So what do you think all the people they're linked with that are like Kessie, they're all on frees. They're not on transfer fees. Kessie's on a free, Christensen's on a free, Dave would be on a free, and Marcus Alonso, they're going to let you go for peanuts to get him out of the club. So where's all this big spending coming from? They haven't shown any inkling to spending actual money on transfers this summer because they have to solve this shortfall and all their other problems before they can go out and even go get a Lewandowski. They can't even do that deal because they can't bring anybody in right now.
Yes,
They're
I
on
think Barcelona
lockdown.
That might have to sell to start
Aspi
doing that
too.
business.
That De Jong has to go first, and De Jong doesn't want to go to Man United, and Man United is only put in a £70 million bid, and they went closer to 100 million
What's happening
euros.
with Coutinho? Are they still in
They-
these books?
They
Coutinho's
sold
gone.
it. They got
They-
20 mil. They've got other players they can sell as well, apart from what's his face, De Jong. Again, as I said, they will be fine. In regards to Lewandowski and everyone else, they'll be fine. The thing with Lewandowski is as well, they're just waiting for Bayern to get Mane, because then that just starts the
It's already
dominoes.
Mane's done.
Well, it hasn't been done yet, it hasn't been confirmed. But they're just waiting for that domino effect. He goes to Bayern, it makes Bayern more likely to release
What
Lewandowski.
happens to Aubameyang?
He
What do you
still
mean?
plays. He'll still be there. He'll probably just play like left wing or something.
Yeah, maybe we should go for him.
God
No.
no.
No,
I'll take Aubameyang. If
That's
Lukaku
terrible.
goes,
Take it easy, Chris,
hold on
eh?
a second.
Take
I
it
will
easy, man.
take Aubameyang.
You
If
wanted
we-
battle. I might as well get.
If we get rid of Lukaku and not, I'd rather Abuma bloody young for free and just pay his wages. Isn't he gonna be on free,
Yeah.
right? Just
Yeah,
pay his
probably demands
wages. Like
300k.
you see what I'm saying? No, he's not
He's
gonna be
not
on
that much.
300k. He's
How
not.
do you know?
Well,
Because
he's
they
got a huge pay cut at Barcelona.
Because they had the same
Yeah, he
issue
wanted to get
last
out of
summer.
there.
They
Yeah.
couldn't.
I will take
Right.
him instead of Lukaku.
He won't be free. He won't be free.
You're
won't be
taking
free.
Is he on
anyone
contract?
over
He's
Lukaku.
got a
Yeah,
contract.
he's under contract when Arsenal let him go.
So he's under contract at Barcelona.
Yeah,
right
till
now.
2025.
Okay. I didn't know that. If I thought there was like he was
Small
released by Barcelona and
He's
just
got an option to go at the end of next season.
Okay.
He's got an option.
I mean, if he,
but
We should just
what
go
I was
for
saying, like
Lewandowski.
if what I was saying, if Lukaku was gone, I will take Aubameyang as a temporary fix because
Arsenal strikers work well for us.
Look, there is not a good market time for forwards. There's not good market. Like, there's no forwards.
There is Lewandowski. We can go for him. Try to battle him for it.
Okay, name me plenty of forwards.
I just said Lewandowski.
Not you. I want
to just go for Lewandowski.
Scott, please tell me what's
plenty of forwards if you go out and look at the ones that fit the profile of what you want. Depends on what profile Tuchel wants from his forwards. If we're talking about a player who can link play up, the number one, that's not Aubameyang. If we're talking about a player who's going to get in behind, that is Aubameyang. It depends on what he wants from forwards, but there's always forwards available. You're saying there's no world-class forwards available. I agree, but we don't necessarily need a world-class forward.
Oh,
it sounds like he mostly wants just like inside forward type players.
But my question
listen, he wants goals. That's what he wants. Link in, that's cool, but it's clear that he just wants goals from his forwards at this point. So whoever can get him that, and I don't think they're elite goal scorers that we can go pick up. Lewandowski wants Barcelona, so he's gonna wait till the end of the fucking summer to go there. He's not gonna take another option. I don't think so.
I don't think
he's made his mind up.
I think
you do what City did. You just fucking wait, right? This is a World Cup year. There are a lot of young strikers that are about to take a huge leap. Just wait and see what happens over the summer, and then go next year. Don't waste. Just force it. Just to force it doesn't make sense.
But that's what I was saying about Aubameyang. If he was for free, I'll take him on free. Otherwise, we don't need to sign nobody. Yeah, Broja. I'll keep Broja for crying out loud. I didn't want him to leave last summer. I want him. I think he will do better than Lukaku as a second striker because I think Lukaku would have been a second striker next season.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dan makes sense. If you can't identify a particular forward right now that you want, you just roll with Havertz and Broja for this season, and then maybe you find somebody like who has maybe someone has a great World Cup, and you get an opportunity to get them next summer or in January or something. I'd be okay if we went into the season.
Listen, go buy your inside
I'll say
forwards.
the only other thing I'd advocate for in terms of strikers, if there's like doing what City did with Alvarez, where you go and buy someone who looks decent for like a decent price, like he's going to be like 25 mil. Like you do that, where you go and buy someone who looks decent, who look like they could become world class.
Man, that obsession with City.
I'm not allowed to compare our club to the best. I genuinely forgot I'm not allowed to compare our club to the best.
At the end of the day, City not only got Alvarez, but they got Haaland. Who's their number one striker, right? Whether Alvarez works or not, that's more of a risk, but Haaland, to them, is more of a sure thing. But they waited for that. They didn't have a striker for like 2 years.
Yeah, but
there wasn't one in the market that they could get for the price that they wanted that it made sense.
Yeah, but that's based on that.
Wait.
Daniel,
maybe they did go for Harry Kane.
I don't know. Did you?
They definitely tried for Harry Kane. I mean,
but then when they said 100,
did you want Haaland last season or no?
Who? For 350? No, I did not. No,
not for the money. Like instead of, if it was for the same money as Lukaku.
That would have been worth
I mean, sure, but it was never going to be the same money. 150.
No. I thought it's a reports that the reports I was talking about is going to be the same if the value dropped down of the buy-in, but the salary it's not that far from Lukaku compared to Lukaku make 370. How much he was making at Chelsea?
325.
The reason the reason the wages are so low because they've got a buyout clause. There's buyout clauses there. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Low. So no. At that point, when I think that we're looking for him more than we looked for Lukaku. I think Lukaku was the last option at that summer.
So they certainly tried for Haaland. I mean, they tried basically all summer to try to get him, but like Dan's saying, the price ended up being.
Lukaku was the last in the summer.
The total package was just insane.
Here's the thing, though. If you're a serious club, right, and that's who you really wanted, you would have not gotten a striker last year and fought City for him this year.
Thank you.
We don't have faith in our ability to battle teams anymore for players. So
that's my point.
It is
that's
what it
why
is.
I said that's what I said that there's not a huge market for the strikers. Another thing, Daniel, this is the best misconception about the World Cup. After the World Cup, everybody buys. There's always the player that comes up in a tournament. You know what I'm saying? Like James from Colombia. Remember him?
Yeah.
Everybody went for him because of the World Cup. Then the Russian guy that went to Monaco, it was because of the World Cup. It was always World Cup, but I think the percentage of them becoming the good players are always not good after the World Cup. Even what's his name? That Italian player, even him in the World Cup.
Chiesa.
What
Chiesa.
World Cup?
Or Euros.
Come on, man.
No, Euros. I meant Euros.
All right, cool. I want to make sure that Italy hasn't been in the last World Cup.
No.
So
I know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The last two, by the way, or the last one and the one coming up.
Was it last year that I feel like when we chased Haaland just because we don't want Man City to get him first?
No. That was
No, we wanted Haaland.
That was Mourinho's. That was Mourinho's favorite thing to do in the transfer market.
No.
Sometimes
First
he
of
went
all,
up just for the other teams to not get it. I love that part about Mourinho, actually.
the only reason that Haaland
Bellingham, yes.
is at Man City is because Real Madrid declined to pay his release clause. Release clause in his Dortmund contract was only exclusively for Real Madrid until they turned it down and didn't initiate it, I think, by a certain date. And they didn't because he's carrying an ankle injury that he shouldn't have been playing on. And he's been taking anti-inflammatories and painkillers to play. If you watched the last Norway game, he jumped up in the air, he came down, and he was on the ground, and he was almost crying because he was in such bad pain because his ankle is screwed up. So whether he has to have surgery or just therapy, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But this guy is going to come in, and every defender in the Premier League is going to test that ankle out. I mean, I wish we had
surgery now,
Rudiger.
Jester, if that was the case.
Well, he could, but I don't know if I'm not a doctor. I don't know if his ankle needs surgery. Never, and the reason was he never got an MRI. Real Madrid wanted an MRI on his ankle to see what the damage was, because they didn't want another Hazard thing. They didn't want another Bale thing. They've gotten burned before on high money deals with somebody carrying an existing injury, and they've had to eat the end product of that. So that's why Erling Haaland is at Man City,
And he's got a 2-year release clause in his City deal as well, right?
That's terrible.
Starting next summer, it's going to be Haaland to Real Madrid watch, and they're going to have to deal with that for an entire year. And the dude, he's pretty injury prone. He's missed 26 games over the last 2 years.
Yeah, he's had a lot of injuries this season mainly.
And last year he had injuries too. So it's again, you're playing in the toughest league in the world. And I wish we had Rudiger just to 2-foot him at one time. Just one time, I want Rudiger to 2-foot him.
Sorry,
Well,
I'm
he's the best
completely
at
lost
it.
in the conversation. I've had so much waffle to
Oh,
deal
with a
with.
2-foot, he's
All
a future teammate.
By the way,
You're
like
causing a ruckus, man, on Twitter. Flips.
No, people are calling the Rockets lying on my name, but don't worry, I got it handled. But what are we talking about?
Again,
There's better things in Sat to get into over Twitter than Sarri. Just let it go.
Oh no, I loved beefing these yards anyway.
Here's another name for you to get the Aspie deal done. Alex Balde. He's an under 18 at Barcelona. He's a left back / left winger. So he might be used as a make weight to get Aspie out of the club.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
right. So if what's his name? Lukaku's gone.
Yes.
What are our options
For striker? Is that what we're
Havertz
talking
and
about?
for the replacement of him? Yeah.
Havertz and Brozier.
Yeah.
Would we be okay with Havertz and Brozier? Because I am excited actually about that.
I would be.
But there are other positions we need to sort out first. Like striker, I can leave for another season just to sort out the defense and the midfield.
I think
Do
that
you think that sorry, Fatur. Do you think that we play better with the wingers or with inside forwards?
The players we have are
Inside
better
forwards.
wingers than the inside forwards.
Yeah. I think it's going to depend on the formation, really. You know, right? Like
Yeah, but
right
the
now,
players
he's
we
trying
have
to.
are more suited
That's
to
my
wingers.
point.
Yeah.
So
But-
I will,
I like
so
the way we
hold
play.
on a second. If we're gonna buy midfield, midfield is the most important thing to play to buy to suit the wingers versus inside forwards.
Correct. Because then you
So
can
how-
move formations.
We
In
need
the back
to, we
three,
need to
I'm
get
not too
midfielders.
bothered.
We need to get midfielders anyway because, as we've explained, like Jorginho did not have a great year and is probably on his way out. Kante did not have a great year, should be on his way out. That leaves Kovacic. Loftus-Cheek needs to go. That leaves Kovacic and Gallagher. You then need midfielders. You need midfielders. You can't leave just 2 or 3 midfielders for this season. We saw how it was last
Yeah,
year.
plus what's his name?
We've got
Lingard.
Billy Gilmore
Already-
coming in.
If you go to a
We got
3-man
Billy
No,
midfield,
no,
Gilmore,
I'm
you can,
talking about.
We got Billy Gilmore.
I'm talking about no, not Billy Gilmore. I'm talking about Saul already left.
It's
What's his
gone.
name?
Barkley's
Already
gone.
Barkley's gone.
Oh, no.
We
No,
technically
Barkley is not gone.
Barkley ain't gone.
He's not gone.
He's still
No.
our
You mean
player.
He's
You
in
mean
his
Drinkwater's
contract.
gone? No,
Drinkwater's
you mean
gone.
Drinkwater's gone.
Oh yeah.
Well, I thought
Finally.
Barkley's contract's ending
No,
too, isn't
Barkley's
it?
still
No.
there.
Barkley's another year, I think.
We only released
Ah.
4 players. I think.
By the way,
4
he
or 5.
might. Barkley's looking to
Barkley
go
to
back
Everton.
to Everton actually.
So,
Yeah.
Perfect.
Send,
Fuck,
send,
yeah,
send-
that's
Man,
embarrassing this time.
send Barkley and Gilmore over to Frank.
I think Bill Gilmore needs to go to Frank. Frank will play him a lot. What I think.
Hey, but
what
you
he
guys got
needs
to take
is
into
that
account in this type of year with the World Cup, we're not building just the first 11. We need a squad.
Exactly.
So that's why I believe we're probably going to get more of an indication.
By the way, how many
what's
players
going on
are we
after the
gonna lose in the
preseason?
World Cup?
All of our
Well, it doesn't matter. Everything
Almost
stops.
a starting 11.
I'll say everything stops, so it doesn't really matter. It depends who gets injured is kind of the more important thing.
yeah. I think our whole starting 11 besides Jorginho because Italy's not going.
Does anybody know when Victor Osimhen's deal is up at Napoli?
No idea.
You don't want to negotiate with Napoli.
No one goes
Does
to
anybody
I'm
know
talking-
who's
I'm
Victor-
not
going to negotiate.
Does
That's what I'm
anybody
talking
know
about. I'm
who
not
Victor
talking about.
Osimhen
I'm not
is?
talking about negotiating with him. I'm talking about getting his ass on some sort of a free in a year or two.
Yeah, you
Does
ain't getting
anybody
him
know
on a free
who he?
either.
Because I don't.
Osimhen, he's good, but again, it's Serie A tax.
Good
We've
against
seen
us.
Serie A tax on strikers before. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not too bothered by it. We have Havertz. If you think Havertz is the guy, then roll with him. If you
He's
don't,
not.
okay, well then you need to sell him. And
Shy
then you need to
Havertz,
move him
listen.
back to Bayern and go get Lewandowski.
You got to give this shy guy a chance, man.
That's way too
There's-
risky.
This is his
All right.
third
I
year.
already said one more
No.
season.
You gotta
Scott,
give him. You gotta
Scott,
give him.
you-
Listen. You gotta give him one more season as the number 9 or whatever the fuck he wants to call himself. False
No,
nine,
no,
It
false
shouldn't be
10,
number
10.
9. It shouldn't
No,
be
Whatever
I'm
it
not
is,
seeing him as a number 9.
whatever he wants to do. He has one more year, to be shy and do what he has to do. But you gotta be better, man. 'cause
I
What I'm
agree. Like
saying
he's
is, would you
got one more
trade
year,
him?
and I
Would you
don't care.
trade him for Lewandowski right now?
that silky
With-
shit gotta stop, man.
Well,
Get some
I'll
goals.
say with Havertz,
No,
he's
I'm
got
asking
one
a
more year
genuine
playing
question. Would you
striker,
trade him or
10,
not?
left wing back,
Yes.
centre back. I don't care where he
Would
plays.
you trade
man.
him
He's
for
got one more year.
Lewandowski right now?
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
No, because of age, but
Nah.
that's down to opinion.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no,
Because no, I would
Well,
just have
hold on.
both for like.
I can't believe I'm
Yeah,
with
let's not
Chris
talk.
on
Let's
this.
hear
No,
everybody.
no,
Let's
I
hear
wouldn't
one by
trade
one.
him
Why not?
because
Yeah.
Lewandowski is
we
30
made a big
million. I'm
investment on
basically
him.
giving him for 30 million.
So,
That doesn't make sense.
I'd rather not lose out on him, honestly.
Lewandowski only has what?
he's
How many
20
years does
yeah.
Lewandowski have?
I'm not
there's
saying he's good enough right now,
here's
but
my-
like,
He got
here's
1
my
year on
reason.
his
I'd say another season.
And
or
I
two.
still have doubts that Lewandowski he's going to come here and have like a massive desire to prove himself.
And that's why this is my answer to that too, because I don't want it. First of all, because I don't think Lewandowski wants. The reason why he chooses Barcelona, because I don't think he wants to challenge in the Premier League.
He wants to win the Ballon d'Or. He
He's-
wants to go score 55, 60 goals at Barca
You see
and
what
win
I'm
a
saying?
Ballon d'Or.
I
That's the kind
don't
of guy
like,
he
for
is.
example, if he comes to Chelsea, I don't think he's going to be that committed as he, for example, will
Yeah,
go
but
to
there's nothing
Barcelona.
wrong with him wanting to go to Barcelona
gonna
and
say,
snap
there
hands
isn't.
and win some individual trophies. He's won everything else there is to win in football.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The thing is,
I
as well,
know,
my guy could
but
he could
that's
literally
why-
coast for the rest of his career at Bayern. He could not leave them, coast the rest of his career, and just like finish his career. But he's choosing to go elsewhere to smash in another league. Like he's got back.
No,
like
I
he's
respect
more
that.
I think
I
he's after more
respect
money,
that.
actually.
But I think the respect is fallen because if you want to challenge yourself because England has always been the one that you go for challenge, not La Liga.
not necessarily.
Oh, by the way, we're going to sign this Baldy guy for Aspie, and we're going to sell Ian Matson.
Oh, fucking
No, what
hell.
I'm saying is like that's my reason why not. I don't want to get rid of Kai Havertz because I don't think he'll put up the same challenge he would at Barcelona versus Premier League. I don't think he'll play the same way.
La Liga, I'm not sure. I think he goes back. If he goes back to the Bundesliga, he obviously thrives there. He'll be
We've seen
brilliant.
I'm not
Havertz
talking
play in
about
the Premier
I'm not
League
talking
this
about Kai Havertz. I'm talking about Lewandowski. We want to challenge.
Oh yeah. Fair enough.
I don't think he will-
I've been
I'll-
really in and out of the conversation.
I'll be honest. Listen, I think Havertz's problem is the stage is a little bit too big for him right now because the misses that he's missing. I went back and watched his finishes for Leverkusen. It was excellent finishing, and right now it's just the same kind of pass to the goalie in every chance he gets. The same finish, very weak.
Yep.
I don't know what it is. Maybe he just needs to
Would you say
still like
You gotta put the laces, man. Sometimes
hangs
you
around
just
Werner
need the
too much,
maybe he
laces.
needs that confidence. I don't know, but
What about
Sometimes you just need the laces.
Newcastle
It
finish
things
wasn't
like
the
he
same as a
always
lot of
wants to place the ball.
them.
I
Why
want
do
to-
you always bring up just one thing when
I know
Okay,
he-
okay. The Man
Havertz
City,
carry
the
on,
Man City
like-
Champions League goal was that the same finish?
Can we bring up the
Yes!
fact
Yeah,
he
that
didn't
was a
turn up?
He was
He
because
slid
No,
that.
but
He
you think
slid
he's
that
tapping
shit.
it.
Can we
I
bring
said
up the fact
two
he didn't
different
turn up
type
for
of
the
goals
first
where
half
they're
of the
not the same
season?
type of finish.
Chris, if the goalkeeper doesn't touch that, Havertz takes it away farther from the goal.
Yeah, but running
and
around
he
the
doesn't
keeper's not
score,
easy.
and he doesn't score. The
Well, what are you?
goalkeeper made it
Listen,
easier
listen.
for
Hold
him.
on,
What are you talking about?
Chris.
The
Chris,
goalkeeper
why do
made
you
it
do this?
easier for him.
Why do you do
What are you
this?
talking about?
If I give you a compilation,
If
hold on. If I give you a compilation of all his misses, there's probably one
He
shot
misses
that
a
he
lot, I
blasted.
know.
No, not about the missing. You're not listening. He probably blasted the ball over the top once in all those misses. It's the same kind of miss, a pass to the
Yeah,
goalkeeper.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like he's not
That's what we're talking
smashing
about.
it.
I agree with the misses because he does miss a lot, and yeah, he
It's
obviously
not
needs to
just
improve on that.
the misses though. It's the fact that for 2 seasons in a row he didn't turn up for half a season, and that's been a common theme with Havertz. Even while he was at Leverkusen, doesn't turn up for the first half of the season. You can't do that at the top level. You can do that. No offense to any of the teams I'm about to mention, you can do that for a Brighton, for a Crystal Palace, for a Newcastle where they're at the minute. At the top level, you can't do that. You cannot do that.
Not if you're the main guy. If you're a guy,
Exactly.
Yeah.
No,
Jesus
I tell a
or
lie. The only way you can do that,
City
sorry to
can
interrupt
chill for a
Daniel,
little bit, but
the only way you can do that is if you are the elite, like Harry Kane, because he did that, ghosted for first half of the season, and then
No, I
I'm,
think it's.
I'm
I think
giving him the
Daniel is
benefit of
actually
doubt.
right.
He's 21 years old.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's. But I'm more with Daniel on that because I think he's not smashing at the ball sometimes. I think it's the placement. When you try to place the ball in the goal, is more about the confidence. You know what I'm saying? The confidence makes you try to do simpler shots, and that's why it's not. That's why his misses are. The second of all, because he cannot do that because he's the main guy. If it was Lukaku, the pressure will be off him. You see what I'm saying? So it will be a little bit easier. But since he's our main guy, but
So let me ask Bragg a question. Thank you for telling us that he's 21 and then 22. This year, spoiler, he'll be 23, Bragg, just to let you know.
he's already 23 on the 11th.
23. Yeah, exactly. So when Bragg, when are we supposed to wait around for him? What, 24, 25, 26? Because this is
No, I
Chelsea,
think he has to have a
remember?
step up
It's
this year.
Chelsea, remember? It's not Brighton.
Yeah,
I was
It's
going
not
to say,
Southampton.
can I just say, when
Chelsea.
we've had,
When are we
for as
supposed
much
to
as, sorry to interrupt Andrew, but for as much as I don't rate him and don't like him, when we've got other players 23, like Mount, doing bits, regardless of whether it's performances or GNA, still doing bits. When you had Mata here, who was 23, winning Player of the Year, doing bits. I don't want to hear this. He's 21,
How's
22,
Reece, by the way?
developing.
How's Reece James, by the way?
The best players at
22,
their
I
age,
think.
the best players at their age perform no matter the age. That's why Gavi is doing bits right now at 8.
Hold on.
No, he's not even 18. Is he 17, 18? I think.
Yeah.
18, I
That's-
think.
that's-
17, 18.
When you've got
That's-
the best of the best at their age, they perform
no,
no
no,
matter
no,
the
no,
age.
no. I understand
No,
the
but here's the
age.
thing, though.
I understand the age if it wasn't the main person. Those
Yeah,
are the ages are usually kids coming off the bench. You see what I'm saying? But he's the main guy. Is that his fault that he's main guy, or it's our fault for not giving him a guy to look up to?
Oh, looks like Nick Pope is going to go to Newcastle now.
It's not
You see what
about
I'm saying?
fault or not fault. Listen, Alex, it's not about fault or not fault, right? I understand that a lot of players develop at different ranges, right?
And that
So
was my question to Lewis
he
yesterday.
can develop. He can maybe hit his peak at 27, but 27 is 4 years from now, buddy. We signed you for 75 because we thought that your peak was a lot closer because you were so good when you were younger, and that's the error that people are making with football currently. Is these young guys at 18 would do something crazy till they're 19, and then we think, okay, by 23 you're gonna be world class. For some of them, that's not the case. It takes them a while.
And the
So-
more than
No, we
more
paid-
than-
we-
more than-
That's the thing, though. Dan's hit the nail on the head with something.
we paid for him like he's the main guy, and that's how we judging him. But the
No, we
age
paid for the
is
potential at
different.
26,
Yes.
27.
But
That he's going to be even way great player.
But
Don't pay
development of
72
him,
for
it's not a
potential.
main.
Then there we go.
I don't think Kai Havertz is the
Well, it's
problem anyway.
unobtainable.
I was going to say,
Look,
this is the
look,
thing,
if you
though.
reach
If
that.
we sign this guy again, if we sign this guy for 20 mil, none
What
of
did
if we sign this
hold
guy
on a
for
second?
20 or
What
30
did
mil,
what
none
did
of us are
Haaland?
having
What
this.
did City pay for Haaland?
Yeah, but that's a little different, Alex,
Is
because
that
there's the
potential or
clause
not
there.
potential?
Not potential, no.
Not
It's right
potential.
now. It's right now.
What are the? Hang on. What are City trying to do right now? This
They're
instance.
trying to
What
win
is
the
their goal?
Champions League. Trying to win
And
the
what's
Champions
Haaland scored many goals in, and is the
League.
quickest
Champions League, yeah, so
person.
it's right now. It's right now. It's not potential.
He's
It's right
proven in the
But-
competition
but-
they're trying to win.
As far as I remember, I don't know how Haaland will perform in the possession game.
If it's not right now, why have they got 150 million?
I'm
buyout
going to ignore the
knowing
comment
that Real
because you're
Madrid
going to
will
keep
do
making
it?
it every time,
It's
and
right
you're
now.
just
You're just making
being stupid.
excuses, Alex, man.
Exactly.
You back on
As I
Jorginho,
was going
you
to
give
say
Havertz
before
all
I
this
was
time,
interrupted
man.
by nonsense.
Exactly.
As I was going to say, Dan made a great point. We're not having
The
this
Champions
conversation
League is a
about
more
Haaland.
open league than the Premier League as well. I'm just going to say that. It's different
That's
styles
true.
of play from
Also,
different leagues.
we're not having this conversation about Havertz if he costs 20, 30 mil. We're saying we'll let him develop. My man costs 72 million. 72.
That's
We
why
can't be
you've got to
waiting on
expect
him.
more
We
immediate
can't be
results.
waiting on him for 4 years' time. So at which point he'll have been here for like 6 years for him to live up to that price tag in those 6 years.
I think there's a lot of people in
70
attack.
Yeah.
to live up
A lot
that
of
price
players
tag
in
6
attack
years'
this
time.
year that are going to have to prove
Do you think we're
themselves,
the only
right?
people in for
Yes,
Havertz?
you're right. He's not
Is that
the
what
only
people thought?
He's not the only one.
Then what?
We
What'd
weren't.
you say?
Yeah, he's not the only
That we
one.
were the only club willing to pay that fee?
No.
Yeah,
No.
we were the only club willing to pay
That
that fee.
summer, yes.
No,
we
no,
were.
no. At
Yeah,
that point,
that summer we
a
were.
lot. Look, let's not joking.
Wait, do you think
There's a
we can
lot-
compete with Real Madrid if they wanted him? We can't compete with them.
Yeah,
That was
We can't
reported
compete
that
with
they
Bayern if
wanted
they
him.
wanted him.
And Bayern did want him.
That price for the 72 million. If
Yeah,
it was
but
lesser,
Bayern
if
I'm not.
him, they-
Look,
it
I'm
was
not
lesser, and we
saying-
were challenging Bayern and Real Madrid, we would have
Bayern-
lost. Right?
Bayern had
We were
just
the only ones who thought he was worth 72 million.
Bayern
That's
were
not
never
true.
Bayern were never in for him. They just spent over 50 on Sane that summer. They weren't going to pay for Havertz. So, don't
And
listen
Real
to
Madrid-
them.
All
Real
these
Madrid
clubs
had just
were,
signed-
were in for him.
Yes. You brought exactly the point I was.
What's
gonna
not
say.
true about
They're
us not
gonna-
challenging
They
Real
were
Madrid?
not gonna pay
That's
for
not
him that summer. But that's why Bayern asked them, wait 1 year and we buy you. So if we did not buy him at that point, the next season he would have gone to Bayern Munich.
Probably
I promise
for
you
a-
that because that
Probably for a
the-
cheaper price as well.
he
The
wanted to
reality,
go to
Havertz
Bayern.
Yeah,
Havertz
the
had the
reason-
choice to go wherever he
Hold on a
wanted.
second. Can I finish?
No.
That's
Go.
Can I finish exactly the
Go,
same
go.
point? What happened to Tchouaméni? We let 1 year pass and he's gone. That's what happened to Kai Havertz. If we did not act at that moment, he would have been gone to a different club next season.
Let's not
That's a
do
fact.
this.
No, but the
Yeah,
wait,
Hold on. You know Tchouaméni
wait,
only
wait.
happened
One
because
point.
Mbappe told him fuck off. You know that's why.
One point.
One
One sec. One point
What
on the
Daniel
Havertz.
say?
1 sec. 1 point on the Havertz transfer as well. The reason why we got him was because of the position we were in based on the transfer ban, the Eden Hazard transfer, and the fact that in 2020, every other club was making a loss and was not able to spend as much in that summer, except for Chelsea, because the transfer ban protected us from the losses of COVID. So keep that in mind as well. That's the reason why we spent so much in 2020. We had all the fun. We could basically have our own little transfer window with no competition because everyone else was on a loss. That's why you saw so many loans that season as well, because people just couldn't afford transfers. So you saw more loans going around clubs in that region too.
Facts.
Yeah, but Lewis, that was a part of the appeal.
Just
Do you see how?
send
Do you
me
see the
your
window we
PayPal.
had?
I'll just send you a PayPal. I can do it
What?
for PayPal. I have a PayPal.
Okay, I'll send you my
The
PayPal.
window that we had.
Yeah, what's wrong
Yeah,
with
sorry.
that window?
That window when we got Kai Havertz and we spent like over, what was it,
250 mil, I think.
Mil?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was part of the appeal. You know, Havertz had a choice to go wherever he wanted. All these clubs, he could have just said, "Oh, I want
Not
to
really,
end up at this
because
club."
Madrid and
Tell me how
Bayern
much
couldn't
is
afford him at the
shipping
time.
approximately.
Yeah, but
It was only
if he was so
Chelsea,
keen, he would have
but-
waited.
No, initially Bayern wanted I think 130 million for Havertz, and we were able to take it down to 72 million. But
Also,
Real
correct me
Madrid
if
and Bayern weren't able to afford that either. That's why we were in our own
$5 per
competition.
pound. That's what I.
Also, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but the reason he wanted to leave Bayern was because of Champions League football. So I don't think
Yes,
he really
they didn't
cared
make
about
it.
where he
Yeah,
was
he
going.
did, yeah. They didn't
See,
make
exactly.
it, yeah.
So it wasn't a case of, he would have just waited. He just wanted Champions League football, and I think we could offer that.
Yeah.
So, and we wanted to pay the 72 mil. He'd have got the same thing if he waited a year later with Bayern and with Real Madrid. He'd have got the same thing. He just wanted Champions League football.
So are you confident that he would have stayed with? He would have signed for Chelsea the next season?
No, I'm not.
But that's my point about why we paid specifically at that time.
That's not a good thing, though. Always a good
I
thing.
know
Especially
that.
'cause
I
we
know.
spent
I know
72
that.
mil
Scott.
on this guy.
But that's a view from the years he became in Chelsea. For example, if he was, I just think about it. I'm not saying it will happen, but if we did not sign him, and he went next season to Real Madrid and Bayern, and started becoming like a freaking monster of the ball, you know what? You're gonna be the first one. Why we didn't sign him?
We're now talking hypotheticals and if buts and maybes. I'm talking what we've got now. We spent 72
Well, yeah, I agree with
we
you.
spent 72 mil on a player who has been average and for two seasons in a row has gone missing for the first half of the season.
We spent 72 on a young player that his ability was way above that level, and his potential. We actually did pay for potential. Every big signing recently, potential.
I know, Andrew. I know, Andrew.
No,
know,
what about Nunes? Is Nunes not potential?
That's a bad
Telling me
signing.
he's
That's a shit signing.
you can't judge Nunes yet.
Yeah, how
you
does
can't judge him
Nunes
yet.
cost 100 million euros? A young guy.
For potential. They paid for his numbers last season.
That's what one
potential.
season.
How much was
How we
Dembele?
paid for Kai Havertz for the numbers.
You guys have seen all the signings.
No, hang on.
Some of all the biggest signings of late have been
before you
all for
give me any
potential.
other examples, can I just say, if you're hang on. If you're going to give me an example of a signing that was for potential and was good, please stop using a club that paid for 120 for Dembele and went mental with money and has left them bankrupt, and a club that's just spent 85 million on guys had one good season.
No, I
Please
didn't
give me
say it was
actual
because
examples.
it's good. I brought up
What
the
about
example
Liverpool? Hold on a
of
second.
large
Scott,
fees for potential.
What about Liverpool? What about Liverpool just bought a kid for 100 million euros?
That's a bad signing.
That's not
a good
They
signing.
bought him for his numbers last season. It's not
Also,
Was
No, because of his
100
age.
million. They've spent potentially 100 million on a guy who's had one good season, and we don't know how he's going to work.
Yeah, but
That's not-
no, they paid for a striker at his age doing what he's doing.
Well, hold
That's
on.
what you paid for.
Let me just ask you this.
So it's not
This is
potential then. He's
Liverpool's.
doing what he's doing.
This is Liverpool's best period.
No, he's what he's doing at his age. So you pay for potential.
Liverpool have their best team right now, right? To challenge City. If they don't, if they have a striker up there who they just spent 100 mil on after losing Mane, who is shit, they can't afford that. This isn't let's give him about 3 years to get better. No, maybe 6 months for you to kind of adjust to the Premier League, but that's all you're gonna get.
So
You're not
basically,
getting.
I agree with you.
They don't have 3 years. Like they're not paying for him. Like what's
No,
happening
but
with
that's
Havertz?
that's how they're running,
The thing
though.
with Liverpool as well, and the
What
thing with
happens if
Liverpool
he's
is
not
as well,
scoring then?
then they
They
fucked
got
up. Can I just say, the thing with Liverpool is as well.
That's what I'm
if I
saying,
look at-
because
Like,
you
we fucked
bought
up.
that kid for potential. He's
No,
still
You
a
haven't
kid.
bought him for
pay
potential. They bought him for what he
For
did last
potential.
year.
I'm not saying him. I'm saying Liverpool. Did they pay for
Yeah,
potential or not?
No, they
No.
bought him for his
No,
numbers.
they
to start
paid. They
scoring.
paid for him.
Bought
Listen,
him
they
to start
paid because
scoring.
he scored.
Probably a little bit of
shitload
both.
goals last year.
Yeah,
And they
just
believe
say
he's
as well,
gonna
because-
score.
it's in
Okay.
Also, can I just say on Liverpool as well, on their transfers, go and look at
I know
Liverpool's
Liverpool
previous
is your
history of
second favorite
transfers.
club, Scott.
They-
I know that.
Shut the fuck up. They rarely pay big transfer fees unless they are absolutely certain. They did it with Alisson, they did it with Van Dijk, and look how that turned out. They rarely pay those huge transfer fees unless they are certain.
Yeah, so they're gonna start.
honestly,
They're gonna
I
start
think-
foolproofing their plan. Every
they're
transfer,
planning to
that
do what
Liverpool
this is, I'll
does
be
now, right, is gonna be a younger player. They're saying that they're gonna slow do these rebuilds, right? Even Jota
Declare.
was younger. Yeah.
Declared.
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
not
Those
I think.
problems aren't on offense anyway. They're on defense.
I think this is
And
their.
midfield.
This is their panic moment. They saw the Holland deal go through, which is their biggest rivals taking a leap from them, and they pull the fucking trigger. I don't know if it's gonna work. No one knows, but this doesn't. It seems very non-Liverpool like to me.
Exactly.
But either way, right? Are world-class players going for 200 million or something? Is that why we can't just buy them instead? Why are we buying? Like we're acting like the world-class players are going for 300 million, 400 million. That's why we're paying 75.
No, they're unattainable, Daniel.
Years.
Once a player feels that potential out, they're not for sale. That's why everyone pays big bucks for them when they're younger.
Mane is world-class. He's going to Bayern Munich. Gnabry's sitting there wanting to leave. We're not going for him, but we need to go for more potential, right?
Yeah, more potential.
What are we talking about?
No, but could you buy Mane from Liverpool before his contract came to an end?
Can I just say this idea that World Cup
but I think also,
bullshit? Just have some.
Could you buy De Bruyne? Can anyone buy De Bruyne? Was he untouchable?
Yeah, with enough money you
Well,
can.
we don't know. No one's offered any money. So how do we know?
Exactly.
Well, hold on.
This is
Question
not
for
for
you. How much
sale.
do you think? If
It's Bernardo
Kevin De
Silva
Bruyne
World
wanted to leave, how much do you think he will cost?
Yeah, they're trying to get
It's
Bernardo
Bernardo
Silva
Silva
out
world
to
class.
to Barcelona for 100 million.
No.
Yeah.
How much Bernardo Silva last year was being pushed out of City and was about 70, 80 million. He had a fee.
Exactly. This is a player who we know is quality.
and
Is
it was
world class.
arguably-
He went for 70 million, but I'm supposed to wait 5 years for 75 million?
And was
No, not
arguably
5
as well,
years, but-
this season,
I think
the season
nobody
after
said
he was,
that.
the season after he was
Already
tried
in
to
the
be
third
pushed
year,
out was
so,
arguably Silva was arguably City's best player this year. For me, he was better than De Bruyne, personally.
So
All right, but what you guys are missing the point is that you can see all the big clubs want players in their peak, right? And that's why they buy them. Potentially, they're going to be great players in the peak. They're unattainable.
Oh no, that's
So
horrible.
that's why all these big. That's why you pay for. That's for the extra premium. Kai Havertz, we paid 70. Yes, it's a lot, right? But we pay. There's a reason we pay for it, and it's not just Chelsea doing it. That's the
you
point
should
I'm making.
retract that statement.
I want to see the
Mount
reason.
is not better than Bernardo Silva.
I was going to say, can I see? Why did we buy
I
him?
thought you
then?
were telling
Why-
me.
Random comments.
Can I get a reason why we bought him apart from potential?
Because
Apart from
what
potential.
Havertz was doing and his footballing brain and the technical ability was usually something that young players find later in their careers, right? Once they reach 25 on, and Havertz was doing it early on, so everyone wanted him, right? Because of that, because he was going to be a greater player. If Havertz went to Bayern and actually started to become a good player in the years that you said, 3-4 years, you're not going to touch him. He's untouchable after that, and that's what happens. These players that become some of the world class that you guys are calling him are unattainable. Yeah, you can bring up Mane now. You have to wait till his contract ended.
As well,
So if
someone
he's
in
doing
the
it,
KFC in the chat. I'll be real. Just want to answer the person in the chat. KFC. I'll be real. I don't give a fuck. I'm sick of buying players for potential. I don't give a fuck anymore. I want to buy players
Because you don't have patience, bro.
Lewis,
So do you think we can buy the best players
Can
now?
you do me a favor before I go?
Scott,
Can
do you
put,
think we can buy the best
Joe
players now?
Coles?
yes.
Our standards
We can
are
buy the best
shit.
players.
Our
At how
standards
much?
as a
Coming
football
up.
club are the worst they've ever been. They are the worst they've
Joe
ever been.
Cole.
You guys are everyone's been complaining that price on Haaland. Everyone became an accountant when we started talking about players, and now everyone's ready to buy players at the biggest numbers.
I miss when we used to just start to buy world class players.
Oh
because we
my
knew they were
gosh.
some fucking
What?
bollocks.
What?
This is just a
Jester, check your PayPal.
Okay.
Hudson Odoi doesn't fit our system, so what's he talking about?
Somebody put Hudson Odoi.
Yeah.
Hudson Odoi and Kuku, you know.
Listen, the reality.
I believe
the
in
reality
Bundesliga.
is you're not paying 100 million. You're not paying 120 to wait for potential for 3-4 years, which is what we're going on now, right? I understand 1 year. I may even understand 2 years, but I'm not understanding 3-4 years. I can't understand.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen.
You know what?
No, but Dan, you know he's going to get. He's meant to get better year by year. Yeah.
Look,
he's not though.
You start seeing his potential every season. It doesn't just happen after free.
Daniel, I think the problem is because of he's the main guy for Chelsea, which it's not appropriate for his age.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
I know
we don't want to hear that.
We could argue.
but
We
this
could
is what
argue
it is.
Real Madrid bought 2 players in the last years on potential. They bought Camavinga and Tchouaméni, both guys who they look at as guys to replace their midfield in the future. Now, both of them will probably get minutes now, but I don't think they bought them thinking we bought 2 finished products at 18 and 20 years old. Like they bought them for what they'll be able to do in a couple years when Modric and Kroos leave. Camavinga and Tchouaméni.
Camavinga is different, right? They bought Camavinga for 35, right?
Yeah.
How much they buy Tchouaméni
For
for?
a low price for development. Tchouaméni is a starter for France now. You understand that, right?
How much is Tchouaméni cost?
I got it. By the way,
No, he
Alex.
doesn't. Not all
You're
the
good.
time.
I'll get the card
Yeah,
out
he
to you
is
tomorrow.
not.
Tchouaméni is going to cost 100 million euros. Yes.
Is he worth 100 million euros?
Absolutely not. But they're not. But hold on. But they're not buying him to develop in 4 years, my brother. He's a starter for France right now.
Yeah, but
Right?
I don't know that
He's
he's
not
Is he starting for Real Madrid?
The same way Havertz was a starter for Germany. The expectation is that leap comes in a year. That leap comes in a year and a half, maybe 2. It doesn't come in 4 years.
I agree with you. The next year is going to be crucial for Kai Havertz.
What's
The
the
next
age
year-
thing?
Oh yeah, 100%. I've already said
Exactly.
that.
Yeah, you think I was saying? Listen, Kai does start for Germany, so I'm expecting the leap faster. Like, what?
Look.
The age thing's a
You can
cop-out.
say
He's not
that
playing the
he's
under
young.
21.
I can
Because
say
was gonna
that he's young.
Can I just say?
Scott,
Go ahead.
quick before. I can understand he's young, but the young thing and you in the same league, it can. If you play 3 years in the same league, you do not consider as young anymore. So he has to perform this year. It doesn't matter. He has
For me,
to
the
be
young
better.
thing gets
I just want to see improvement.
I
just want to see him better.
That's a point.
And
It
on
gets
the
to
top
such a
level-
point
On Real
that
Madrid,
it's-
on Real Madrid, though, can I just say that we're saying, they buy young players for potential. Real Madrid, if their young players don't hit in 2 years, they get rid of them.
Huh?
There's
No, they
very
don't.
rare
They're
that
bringing the
No, they
Integra
don't.
back.
No,
No.
they don't. What about that
try and get rid
midfielder
of
that
them.
would
Whether they,
Arsenal?
whether they,
Nice.
okay,
What
they
about
try
that
and get rid of
midfielder
them.
that would in
Whether they
They're
Arsenal?
bringing the
actually do it or
Integra
not,
back.
Are they really
whether
accurate?
actually get rid
Yeah.
of him or not is a different matter. But
Wonder
they
what that's
attempt
gonna
to
look like.
Do you know why they're starting to do that, Scott? Because
Yeah.
they can't do what they used to do and just buy the ready-made
What
players.
did
and
what
the
happened
ready-made
to
players have
Odegaard?
burnt
What
him in the
happened to
past.
Odegaard? Talking about the potential that Real Madrid doesn't buy.
I sent it to
They got
you,
rid of him.
Josh.
Oh my God, they did.
Every club buys potential
Yes, every
and
club.
depending
It's
on the
the-
price.
Exactly.
That's fine. But again, like me and Daniel have said, that potential is fine if you're looking at it in 1-2 years. You're talking about giving Havertz 4 years
No.
plus.
You
For him to hit.
regardless of the year you buy them, right? But you have to understand that players do hit their peak, and depending on what role they play to, about 26 onwards, right?
So what you're
So
saying
if
is,
you
listen,
so
I
if you get an 18-year-old that is a sensation of what he's doing, then you have to wait longer. If you get him at 23, then it's a couple years.
Clarify something. So what you're saying is, just to clarify, so I'm aware, you're saying it's fine. We spent 72 million on a guy because when he hits in 5 years' time, we'll be good.
What I'm saying to you is that when you buy a player like that, you'll see a gradual. You're meant to they're saying that he improves, right, and he becomes a better player, and then you see he hits his peak at that age. He could be even a greater player sooner. But the thing is that there's a potential, right? And I know people hate it, but the potential of a better player than the one you bought is there. He can have the bad season that he had, then he can have a great season next season, right? And then he can keep improving from there. Or he could have a couple bad seasons and then he have a really great one, right? But you know that a younger player is going to improve. You buy Lukaku, did you think that he's going to have a greater season on improving? Or any player in their 30s? Or 28 onwards? They're done. You don't expect those players. That's what I'm getting at, and that's what you pay
we
for.
put in way too much pressure. It's a Chelsea.
It is.
It's a club that fights for every title every season. To put on such a young player as the main person, it's kind of hard.
No,
I
man,
understand.
It's either you're built for it. Hold on.
Talk about
I agree with you on that.
Before we go on, a few people have brought this up, and I want to say this well. So can we use the same logic for every other youth player we have in this team? Can we use the same thing for Pulisic
Yes.
and for Hudson-Odoi and for everyone else? Can we use that same logic?
And for Mount,
Yes,
and
for
everyone.
That's my point.
I do
If
not
people
see
don't want to
Cho
keep the same
improving
energy,
whatsoever.
this is
You
exactly,
can use it for Cho as well.
my point. People don't want to give this energy
No,
for other players. For
I
other
I see the
players.
improvement on Kai
But
Havertz.
they
I do
cost
not see
nothing.
improvement. I can see
Nothing.
improvement.
We can't hear you, Lewis.
It's one
can't hear
rule
you.
for some and one rule for another. That's all it is.
We don't want to hear from you anyway, Lewis. On another thing,
Yeah, Scott, I got the same
Yeah,
energy.
there's been
What
no
about you?
improvement in Havertz. That's what I was saying.
I
Exactly.
think it was improvement.
No,
What
Yeah,
improvement?
no, he
Haven't
did
got
improve. You're
through.
correct.
Well,
Man got 4
he
extra goals
became
this year.
better. He scored more.
No, he listen. Hold on. The first
He
half of
missed
last
more.
season.
He missed
Hold
more.
on. The first half of last season,
Are
he
we
was
talking
playing
about
as a
score
right
more or
forward,
miss
right?
more?
Bro,
I mean, like
like
right
if
mid,
you have
right?
more chances, you're going to score a few of them. But
He
you
was
missed
playing in midfield under
Yeah.
Lampard. Of course, he's
Yeah.
going to
Yeah, but I don't think. I think
the
I think the team was worse though.
compared to last season?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Compared
yeah.
to when
You know
Tuchel
what? I
came in.
agree with you on that. I agree.
Look,
with you on that.
let's just
He was meant to
agree
be one of the
that
ones
there,
spearheading us and making us better.
let's just agree
One of the
that there's a
players.
whole lot of attacking players on this team that have to
Me
show
too.
out this year, or they're going to be gone.
Yes.
Let's just leave it at that.
This
No,
season
I
is
think
make
I
or
think we're under a
break
new
for whoever
regime
plays.
now. I
Whoever
think we're under a new
plays.
regime.
It doesn't matter if Havertz, Pulisic, if Werner stays, if Ziyech stays, if Callum stays, if they don't show up this year, they're all gone.
Yeah.
I don't understand this.
I am
don't understand this, like-
100% in agreement.
I'm with that. If the
not paying
players
somebody
in
175
their
for
peak.
4 years to see what they can do in the 5th year to make what 200K. He's not a youth player that's making 30K that we can say let's give him time. Who cares? He's not. He's on low wages. He's not on low wages.
So what? His wage dictates his career and development. Is that what he's saying?
Yes, it should. The fuck? Why are you getting 175K if you're not ready to be the main guy?
Look,
What?
if you're not going to
So why don't we just give all our academy players big money and they'll be better players?
No, you dummy. He's saying you pay what he gives. If he's not giving you goals, you don't pay him. We pay him for goals right now.
Don't come here calling people dummy, bro. You come halfway on the conversation and don't get what we're talking about. Yes, I understand that money indicates your expectation.
You give money to senior players. You give money, the most money, to players who are, especially first-team starters, right? You don't get 100. You're not in the top 10% of earners at the club if you're not a top 10 player.
No, the money.
Player.
The money is the importance to the club, yes, and it was the money to bring him in. There's a whole bunch of factors why you give someone a wage, and why still Mason Mount, Reece James, and even Mendy are on like academy wages.
How you play football.
Of course, and that's how you negotiate your contract. So Havertz is in no position to get a bigger contract than he's getting, right? When the contract time comes, if he keeps this way.
Correct.
Yeah, but if he does, he might be our highest paid player if he fulfills his potential on what the club thought he would become, right? In the years to come, but not straight away. They didn't say it in 2 years.
We got a Pokodoku in the chat in the stream again.
No, that's not a Pokodoku.
Dags. That's Dags.
Oh, okay.
This isn't making
I just want the standards of our fan base to go back to what it used to be. Personally,
Well, you
you
got
got
young fans for that to happen.
No,
I told you,
because you guys haven't
did a lot of
experienced
damage.
building a team. That's what, like, I think you guys haven't watched a lot of teams in the past
No,
or any other team
that's what I call Abramovich. That's what I call Abramovich spoils, because we used to buy a first 11s, ready players. That's what.
Alex, hang on. Declare, what's your experience about watching building a team? What's your experience?
Just my fascination of every other team and how they run, right? And what teams have to do.
What's your experience about watching a team rebuild? Then ask.
No, I'm asking if you experience.
You said we haven't, so that indicates you have. So what is your experience about watching a team being rebuilt?
My accusation is that everyone's used to the Abramovich style of impatience and buying ready-made players.
I'm used to winning.
And you guys isn't just you, Andrew. I mean, the Chelsea fan base.
Do you know how old was Hazard when we got him? And Oscar and Mata.
I was going to say, can I just say this? You're not getting the point. You're just not. We're not saying they have to be ready-made right here, right now. We're saying in a year or two they have to be it. I don't care if it takes a year.
That's what I'm arguing. I didn't say ready-made Now you don't. You're 1 or 2 is
No,
a
you're
threat.
arguing
You can't
against-
even win more than 1 or 2.
Your argument against us about Havertz is, I'll give him another 2
No, no, no,
Can-
Scott
Oh, let me ask you.
Daniels,
Can you wait 3 and 4
hold on.
years? Can you wait 3 and 4 years?
No,
Scott and Daniels.
So that's what. That's my point.
Not for
No,
75.
I'm not talking about only. No. I'm not talking about Havertz. Can you wait 3 or 4 years for a team to be built?
price.
27
Give me a break.
declared in
The
4
price
years' time.
does not give you time. The price
Yeah, it
cuts
depends on
time.
where your team's at, like how long you can wait
Exactly.
to see him
That's
get
what
to it.
Daniel is like.
I don't know about this
Yeah.
waiting
For
thing. We've been waiting
72
for Callum for
million?
now 4 years.
For 72
And he's
million?
good.
Oh
doesn't
no,
have
on
four.
individual players again, it depends on the amount of time.
And again, we're
Like,
unhappy. We're unhappy
right
with
now-
waiting for Callum because
Right now, I think with every attacker that we have, whoever's still at the club next season is their last season, personally, in terms of pay.
No, but Lewis, you got to look
Johnny,
at
big
the
up
whole
Johnny in
team.
the chat as well. Comes in at the right time. Yes, every attacker, bro.
No
every
big up.
attacker,
No
bro, is the
big up.
last season.
There's
No,
no
I'll pick up Johnny.
Hey.
That's my guy. I don't care.
Well,
let's
you
not
pick
pick up
him
that
up. I
quiz,
don't
Tom.
pick him up. Don't speak
I
so
said
much.
I'm picking him up. If you don't, it's up to you.
Hold on. Declare. Let me put this in perspective for you. So we paid 75 million for him, right? He makes
72.
9 million a year,
Yeah.
right? So for 3 years, if he doesn't perform, that means we've spent about 27 million to quote unquote develop him, plus the 75 million that we spent. How is that worth it? How does that make
Oh,
sense?
hold on a second. How much
But
money
we-
did
So
he
he
make?
gets the same wage as
matter.
Pulisic.
How much did
Is
he
he
make?
out
How
too?
much did he make that
Yes!
in those years?
I just
How
can't
much
be
did he
asked
what?
anymore. We're-
How much did he make in those years?
We're
Like I
all
said,
just
9 million a year.
debating over
How much
media
did he make
attackers
for
at this
Chelsea
point.
Football Club in
We
those
are.
years?
It just
What do
it
you mean
doesn't
make
matter.
for Chelsea
What's
Football
going
Club?
He's
on?
already been bought.
Mount,
No,
Havertz,
no.
none have been good enough.
No. How we make money out of the
Well,
players?
it's not like we're about to
We
sign
by
Howard
winning
now,
the
right?
tournaments, right? We win the tournaments, winning
What?
the league.
I said,
That's
how, are
how
we,
we
gonna
make
do it?
money.
This is the only way to discuss
No, you know
He
what?
made
There's
us.
so many
He
people
made us
talking
90
over it.
mil. That's the price for Championship League final.
Oh my god!
Every time.
Hey, pussy, come on the stream and say that.
Thank
Hey,
you,
pussy,
Daniel.
come
Did
on
you
the
hear
stream
what I
and say
said?
Yeah, and it's
He made us
embarrassing.
90 million pounds
It's embarrassing
by
what you just
scoring
said.
it.
It's embarrassing what you just said.
I'm dreaming,
Look,
man.
Dan. I'll give you
Come
my
on, man,
I'll give you
don't
my
do that.
point
Don't do that.
and all the keys. The average, you got to see all the players' age in our team, and when you think our team will hit their potential peak, right? At best, where our team's going to be at its best, and then can fans wait till all our players start to be at their peak age? Can they wait 3 4 years? That's what I'm saying. And Havertz is a part of that.
No way.
I can't
So they
wait
can
4
get to
years.
their peak, finally reach the pinnacle, and be like, I need a new challenge, and go off to
The
another
peak
league.
has to
No.
be this year. They have to
Exactly.
show
Hey,
something.
Lewis,
this year.
if that's the club we become where everyone wants to leave, then all
Bro,
right.
that's what we have
But I'm-
become. Rudiger, Hazard, Courtois, fucking AC.
We're a stepping stone
Well, hey,
club. We're
Mount
we're
won't leave, yeah?
Arsenal.
Mount
We're
right.
Arsenal.
Always a stepping
For
stone
us,
club.
with all this
We're
going
always
on,
a
we've only won a
stepping stone
championship.
club,
Not
man.
always,
Yeah,
but we've become now.
fucking-
We've become that
Listen-
now. That's what we are now.
Hey, we're still going to get to
Whoa.
enjoy them if they want to leave. I'm not going to say
You know,
that
to me,
they can't. They
hit
want
the-
or
hit
want
the
to.
peak now instead of waiting 5 years to do
I
it so
will
they
say-
can go fuck off
Listen,
to
Lewis,
another
but
club.
wouldn't say
we'll
hit the
be
peak.
one of the
I
best
wouldn't-
clubs. It'll be a downgrade for them to leave at that
Look,
point.
look, look.
If everyone does hit their potential, I'm
Declare.
talking about Reece James, Mount,
Here-
Challo.
here-
We're talking about a whole bunch of players here, not just
We know
Havertz.
Reece James.
Okay,
Even
I'm out. I'm
Pulisic.
tired of this
Right,
fucking
right.
conversation. This is
So I have
Here-
to wait
here-
another
quick,
5
right.
fucking years.
Hey, everyone, before everyone goes,
Well,
a big up-
I'll see you
One
guys in
sec,
3
let
4
me go
years.
through a few
like-
super chats. Big up Jesters as well. Odella says, why are all these players going to Barca? Can they really pay the wages they wanted? AC, Alonso, Aspi, Kounde, Lewandowski. I don't even know how they get them all
What
in there.
about
But
Nkunku?
is-
Oh yeah, Kounde's potential
Just
too.
as a
People
buying
forgot.
Oh yeah, Kounde too. Same says George Bush, war criminal. Lukaku, football criminal. We've got a lot of criminals in our squad anyway, legally and also in a footballing sense. But you guys understand the sentiment. Yeah, and on the attack, like I've already said, whoever is still here, they would have been here for at least 3 seasons at this point. So
Look,
I am out of patience at this point.
look,
If they
I'm
do
not-
not hit consistency, get rid, and it can be
Look,
any
hold
one
on a
of them.
second. When you're saying he has to pick this, what's
Not
the
peak.
peak?
No, he
It
doesn't
shows
have to
something.
peak.
You're saying that
He
you
has to
literally
be.
said he
He
needs
has
to
to be
peak.
consistent. I'm saying I'm not waiting 5 years for them to be their peak. What I want to see next season is consistency for long periods of the season. That is what I clearly want.
Okay. Daniel, what you will if he's the main striker?
I am
How many
Y'all be
goals
good.
and assists
Take care,
would you see you?
I'm going as well.
We shouldn't care about assists though.
No,
for
take.
strikers.
Oh, that's better.
It's 15
Sí,
goals.
falta.
I feel like 15 goals is a good starting.
For me, it depends on what type of player he.
We need
people say.
15. I feel like
I don't see him as a creative player, so you work all summer on your finishing, right? Get your finishing because you get in finishing positions a lot.
Yeah.
So work on your finishing exclusively. Mount got his finishing better, and he gets rated every day. I don't even like talking about him. But you're the special one. You can't work on that shit in the fucking summer. You have great movement. I give you credit for that.
Yeah.
Declared is right. Young players usually don't have that movement at a really young age. He has that, but you have to accompany it with finishing, or you become a nothing player. A lot of players have
to be honest, that ties in with his weak foot.
So,
we've seen him this entire year refuse to use his weak foot. So next year, going into the season, I want him attempting to go right. He doesn't even attempt to go right. This year,
Stop with the threats.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. We can't even say 15 goals because that's what Tammy gave us when we told him to get out. So if he doesn't give us at least 15,
no. Let's not listen. Let's be real. Let's be realistic. He scored 8 goals this year.
Yes.
Oh, in the Premier League, you mean? Okay.
In the Premier League, I need I need at least 15 goals.
That's the Golden Boot. There's a couple of years when the Golden Boot won the Premier League for 15 goals.
Which one? 1978?
No.
There's no one who's won the Golden Boot.
When was this?
No,
in the last
not
30 years.
15 exactly, like around 15.
Like 18, 19, you mean?
18,
18, 19, yeah, around there.
Listen,
Like it might.
getting 3 more goals is not easy, man. Like you act like getting goals is just add 3 more. No. 15 goals is okay. Just give me
Daniel, you got to hear what I said first. I said
15 goals in the Premier League or all comps.
Remember, I said Tammy
all
gave us 15.
Premier League.
Remember, Daniel. I said Tammy gave us 15, and we told him to get out. So we need to hold that same. We need to hold that same standard. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I didn't. No.
Tammy was a pure striker.
Hold on, we don't have to repeat. Mistakes that we made or just.
I don't consider it a mistake. I'm just.
Hold on. I rate Tammy. If he
was never going to work out.
Fine. Hold on, that's fine. He's a developing striker. Now, Havertz as well is obviously a developing striker, but I need that 15 goals. I need to see a progression. If you give me 15 this year, you know what I mean? That shows me, okay, you scored 8 last year, 15 this year. That's a huge step up, right?
You know, Dan, that's not even unrealistic. If he's the main man,
You add assists to your game, right? Which is something because your general play is good.
Man.
Add more creative.
He's meant to be a 10, so I want to see him go back into a 10 role, and we see if how creative he can be in the Premier League over a full season.
You've seen
well,
him.
if he's not that, well, we already know he hasn't got the killer instinct to be a number 9. So I want to see him where he's at his most comfortable. And if that don't work, then I wash my hands and I'm done because clearly nothing's working.
We might see something different in the preseason.
The fact that Tam's numbers from 1920 are better than the forwards that we have now. Is a
from
joke.
8 to 15, it's like almost as half.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do.
Okay.
But he shouldn't be our number 9. This is why everyone's saying we lack creativity in the squad. Kai's meant to be a 10, so play him as a 10.
We're not
He's a
lacking
number 9.
creativity in our squad.
Well, everyone says
Every
that.
time Lukaku's on the bench,
Everyone says we don't create enough clear-cut chances, or we don't create enough games. Maybe play the number 10 as a number 10.
Every time Lukaku starts, we lack creativity. When Havertz playing, we have
Everyone
creativity,
says,
not
no,
finishing.
because when Havertz plays in the number 9, I hear the same excuses. We aren't creative.
Okay, hold on. So Lewis,
put the guy in the
what
10
would you
then,
do?
and put someone in the number 9.
We had 10 less big chances than Man City.
Who scores the goal?
So would you start him? What would you do? How would you play him then next year?
So who's our number 9?
Put him as a 10, and then you get a number 9 in.
Who?
Or you get
him
a
as a
goal
10 how? Like,
you know,
we need a
say an
who?
actual traditional number 9.
Wait, you mean play him as a 10 in our current system? Like a 3-5-2?
Number 9.
Yes, as one of the inside forwards.
As one of the
like Mount, Pulisic?
As one of the inside 10s or whatever.
But Lewis, in order for you
No,
to do that,
it will be Lukaku, Mount, and Kai Havertz up free, right? That's what he wants.
No, not Lukaku. Who the fuck wants Lukaku at this
No,
point?
but we have to play striker. Who's going to be the striker?
Who's going to be the
Get
striker?
a striker in. Bin Lukaku off.
Who? We need a who. We don't have
Like
anyone.
Lewandowski, for example. I keep saying until we actually make serious
Of course, if Lewandowski is coming, that he was going to be.
Bayern and nowhere else. So we're not getting Lewandowski. Lewandowski said he's only going to Bayern and nowhere else.
We haven't even spoken to him. We haven't even spoken to him.
Luis,
No, what I'm saying is, of course, if Lewandowski is coming, he's going to be on off Lewandowski.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's what I want.
But hold on, Luis, you don't know. Come on, you know we've spoken to him.
I want Monica Bellucci. But
We
she
are the
not giving it to
listen,
me.
we are the
We haven't
opportunity.
spoken to Lewandowski.
You haven't heard that we've spoken to him, but we are the opportunity club. When an opportunity pops up, we always look at it.
No, we're not opportunity. We're
Monica
monitoring.
Bellucci.
That's what we've probably done.
No, we're opportunistic. We're super opportunistic.
Google it,
and you know it too. We would have gotten. And you know we've like
I don't
talked to
believe
him.
Havertz is a number 10.
No, because I already know we can be very late with the way we move as well. Like we spent the whole of like June and July last year focusing on Haaland, only to switch and turn to Lukaku with about 3 weeks left before the start of the season. Even though I said all through June and July too, Lukaku is still there. Lukaku is still an option if we want to pursue it. Lewandowski is an option if we want to pursue it. And until we speak to him and he clearly says no, it's still there as an opportunity.
Yeah,
But how do you know that hasn't happened behind the scenes?
It could have already happened, but I personally don't think so because we haven't heard anything yet. Until I hear otherwise that disproves it, then as far as my knowledge is concerned,
So Lewandowski personally saying,
Lewis, I promise you, when he signs for Barca, it's gonna come out that he was talking to an English club, he was talking to us or whatever. We're gonna hear those.
I'll tell you were correct.
All right, fair enough.
I'll give you your flowers and say you were correct.
That's
but
fine.
until then, like we don't know as a fact.
Yeah, Luis, I don't believe Havertz is a number 10. He's not good in tight spaces. He doesn't have the.
Everyone says he's a 10. Everyone says he's a 9. We're playing in our position in the 9.
Seen him play. Have you seen Havertz beat a man with a dribble?
No. But this is why I'm saying I'm not sold on him because I haven't seen anything like massive from him. I think doesn't create, doesn't score consistently. Only really good from his head.
I see him play number 10 and in Germany.
But that's Germany's so open. I don't want to take that as like gospel.
My question is, he's actually, and I'm still saying by that, I think Kai Havertz is, if properly trained, properly built, he will be a great number 9. I agree with that. He needs to play. He needs to
I still believe in development.
I think his finishing's like Hudson-Odoi personally.
I still believe in development, right? Where
actually
you
actually agree with you, Lewis.
We're not charity.
No.
You saw Mikel come in, right? As a number 10, developed into a defensive midfielder.
That's my problem, though. He hasn't got the killer instinct that you need off a striker.
But that can be developed. He's just now starting to play as number 9.
Can it? That's
No,
instinctual.
that killer instinct thing you have early. If you either have it or you don't.
No.
That killer instinct thing,
He actually has that movement, how to be in the position. He
I've not seen any movement. I've not
and I think finishing
I've not
he can
seen
be
any
trained on.
movement.
But
He got dropped by Germany. He got dropped by Germany. He got dropped by Germany. He got dropped by Germany.
Yes.
No, we didn't.
I'm not talking about movement.
Don't badmouth your countrymen.
The part of the
And we
killer instinct.
5-2, we banned Germany.
8 games in World Cup qualifier.
Listen, Havertz played 5 games. He hasn't scored a single goal, a single assist. Havertz is fucking rubbish.
Yeah.
As I was trying to say, that killer instinct thing is not the same as movement. That's when you get in the box, you're a killer. It's Mbappe had it from early, straight from Monaco. He had it.
It's similar in the fact that it's instinctual. Like you can instinctually know where to be in a position. You can instinctually know how to finish. Kai Havertz is not a good enough finisher for a number 9.
That's not it.
That's not necessarily true.
Hold on. Actually, no. That can be taught because you have to learn where to
One thing with Havertz is he gets in those positions, right? So my thing is, all summer, work on your finishing. work so you're confident, so you know you can finish in a
Get
variety
your
of
girl
ways.
pregnant.
So you can shoot with your right foot and not being so fucking scared to shoot with your right foot. If he puts in that work, he could become a very good player.
Yeah.
If he
That's
doesn't,
what I'm saying.
No,
He has the.
if he does not put in that work,
Never.
He-
He's gonna be. Listen,
he has-
listen, Joe. I was watching
He
Joseph.
has
Can
those.
somebody
He
listen
has
to me?
those.
Can I talk?
There.
Can I talk? Can I talk?
But when he
Can I
makes
talk?
the
Can I
decision
talk? Can I
by
talk?
placing the
No,
ball
no,
versus
no,
just
no.
hit the ball, you know what I'm saying?
he can do it.
He's-
Listen, Vinicius was a terrible finisher before this year.
Exactly.
Well, he
But you
still
know
is.
he worked
So
hard.
was Salah. Hey, so was
Listen,
Salah as well.
listen, these
Yeah, he
people who
has
are
moments.
supporting Kai Havertz,
He has a variety
you
of
have no
finishes.
right.
Hold on.
Listen,
He has a
you have
variety
a
of
game
finishes
plan.
that he can
Next
go
year,
to.
you're going to be blaming Tommy Tuchel, right? You're going to be saying, oh, we're going to get a new striker, and then if it doesn't work out, we're going to blame Tuchel. You guys have a game plan. You guys have a game plan. Because
Hey, Clutch, how you ripping on your countrymen there?
and Kounde and Dembele's, and next season, if Havertz doesn't work out, we're gonna say, Tuchel is not good enough. I've got your fucking plan. 2 years. First year, how many goals did he do? 4 goals. This year, 8 goals. There's nothing special about this guy. You know why I don't like him? It's not about money.
How many goals did Werner get?
I'm not talking about Werner. Listen, why I don't like this guy.
Werner's your man. How much did Werner get?
Declare Alex and Kai, you are the 3 guys who have no right to go at Tuchel next year when Kai doesn't work out.
No,
you are the 3
way.
guys.
No chance.
Because I know your game plan. You're blaming Lukaku and Werners and all those Tammy Abraham, Giroud, and I don't know, you're going to blame Dembele in the future and Kounde in the future.
Kai over here. Who's Kai over here? Oh, Kai.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you about something about Kai Havertz. I was watching some documentary. Wait. I was watching some documentary about Jose Mourinho when he was with Spurs, and there was an incident with Dele Alli, right? Wait, let me talk. He had an incident with Dele Alli. Dele Alli had an opportunity to pass the ball to Kane, right? It was Kane or Son. He passed the ball, right? It was a very easy opportunity. Like, you just have to pass it to Kane so Kane can score the goal. He passed the ball, right? But Jose Mourinho was still angry. You know why? Because Jose Mourinho said, the way you passed it when it was about passing to your teammate, right? You passed to this teammate the way in a very slow. There was nothing urgent about you. This is the same thing with Kai Havertz. He is not very urgent when it's about passing to somebody else or when it's about the team. He only is urgent when it's about him. Like, for example, against Newcastle. When he scored that goal, he wanted to score that goal because it would help his stats. He would look good on PR or whatever. But when it's about the team, he doesn't do his bits. And this guy
This guy will not help us.
This guy will not. This is a Dele Alli. This is a clear Dele Alli case. This guy will not help our team. There's no reason on.
Who do you want us to sign? Who makes us better? Who makes us better?
Listen, if you remove Kai Havertz right now, just remove him and sign Hoffman or Gundogan or someone really, really experienced, we can actually win Premier League.
Hold on. You said experienced, and who was the first guy you said?
You just named a guy. You just named a guy who is a winger.
Yeah, no, he's not a winger. He's
central midfielder.
Listen. For Mönchengladbach, he plays
Scott, positions are overrated, man. Come on.
He can play as an attack also, as a winger also.
There's still time for Alonso at striker, you know. There's still time.
Yeah, I know.
And after that's done, it's the Reece James up front debate.
Listen, with Kai Havertz, if you have Kai Havertz and Mason Mount, nobody's going to be successful. Nobody's going to
strike until he was 12 years old.
Listen, whatever. I want so many players in our team, but right now, I don't want anybody until I'm not sure about Mason Mount and Kai Havertz. I'm like, okay, if Kai Havertz and Mason Mount are going to be in our team for next 4 years, let them play with Alonso, Jorginho, Kounde, and all these fuckers. Why waste our time with signing Kimpembe or Dembele? Why waste our time?
Classic.
We're gonna be mid-team no matter what, because these guys, these fuckers, these Havertz and Mount, they take that 2 main spots.
Okay, we hear you.
Make the team.
Cool, we hear you. Thank you.
Anyway.
Anyway, Lewis, I got a quick question for you. You remember how we were talking about how you think Kai's better suited in a 10, right?
Well, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, that's fine. But do you think this is our last? Like, do you personally believe that this is his last opportunity? If you get what I mean.
No, it's not gonna be his last opportunity because this guy will be playing
the price tag. For the price tag and for the way he was hyped,
it's not going to be his last opportunity because these are the same guys that are playing
all of that stuff. I need to start seeing the results, and I need to start seeing them next season. He's meant to be spearheading this attack.
Do you think we should try selling him after next season if he doesn't perform?
Yes.
If it doesn't work and we get a good bid for him, let him go.
I hear that. No. Hold on, I'm trying to wrap it back. But so thinking that.
And that's not just Havertz as well. That's any of our attackers.
I hear you. But I'm saying specifically with Havertz. If we're going to think like that, we really need to permanently keep him at the 9. Because for the past 2 seasons, he hasn't done nothing in the 10 role. So moving him to the 10 role now.
We barely played him in the 10. We played him as a 9 and a false 9.
But if we play him in the 10 role now, and he still has to learn that,
but that's where he's meant to be. Apparently, that's what they all tell us. He's meant to be a number 10.
I don't know who's
telling
him
in his optimum position.
They're lying to you. They're completely lying to you. If you look at the body type, the literal, just the characteristics, his characteristics, he has to play in the 9.
Yeah,
he can't play him as a 10.
Then play him in the number 9 for another season if that's where you see him. But again, if it don't work, we should be building for a life without him and either selling him or using him as debt.
That's why.
If it doesn't work, we're not going to be winning Premier League or top 4 next year. That's how important right now this decision is regarding Mason Mount and Kai Havertz doing morning show after the fucking loss.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Add something to the conversation. Don't just waffle all the time.
Shut up. I'm telling you, Mason Mount is a problem and Kai Havertz is a problem. Why don't you get that?
You're a problem.
Another problem. How's Mason?
Daniel, why don't you get that?
Hold on, Daniel. Hold on. Just let him.
Yeah, Daniel. Why don't you get that?
We're gonna dissect it today. Yeah, we're gonna dissect it.
Guys.
Problem.
I don't get it because it's stupid. That's why I don't get it.
Don't worry.
Listen. Who the fuck are you? I'm not gonna answer you. Fuck you. Suck my dick.
You know why?
Classic, you just got here, mate.
That's King.
I'll be whipping that thing out.
Jesus Christ.
Classroom, I'm slapping you, your mom, and your dad in the back.
Listen, your mom is sitting with me, sucking my fucking dick.
Your mom pays me rent.
Listen, your mom is homeless. Shut up. Your mom is fucking homeless. Fuck off.
Guys, let's not go. Let's not.
Your mom is a fucking ugly.
Out of context, Lewis.
Listen, how about we just start talking about some of the comments? Whoever in the comments said,
I didn't bring anybody's mom.
Listen. You need to respect. Hold on. You need to respect my mom. She pays 25 cents a day to feed you. Respect her. She's a godly woman.
Listen, your mom is a fucking. Your mom doesn't even have tits. She's transsexual. Your mom doesn't even have tits. She's fucking transsexual. At least you were not even. You're a sperm baby. You're a sperm baby.
Class ref. This is the only time I'm gonna say it. Don't bring trans people into this.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, no, he bought my. Listen. You're a fucking sperm baby. Fuck off. Listen. Listen, he bought mom into it live. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop it.
Listen, can we talk about? All right, listen. So someone in the comments said, "Let's try and get Skamaka." No, he's too young. He hasn't.
This same Daniel guy last year was saying Werner is a problem and we need to sign Lukaku. The same guy, and now you just said, "Why we signed a striker? Why we signed a striker?"
I'm $100 richer because of Werner, because how shit he is.
Yeah, but listen. We know how good Werner now is. The problem is not Werner. Somebody else is a problem.
You know what's funny about the sperm baby? Usually, baby comes from sperm. What do you came from? If
It's out of this world.
You
down to. Listen,
Can I get that in some sort of English?
Can I please speak? All right, listen, respectfully, I personally think that Dembele is the main person that we should be going after this season. I just feel like add that in with Reece James on the right side, and I don't see how anyone's going to be able to stop that. I feel like that's the best move that we can make.
Oh no, there's a Cucurella, man. He's going.
Bro, listen. If Reece James is playing on the right wing side, then Dembele will be probably playing in the middle because we play in that system.
No, Dembele is going to play as the right inside forward.
Exactly.
Which is why with Dembele on the right and
then he has to track back too.
James as right wing back. We're going to be. I understand. It may seem
Gabriel Jesus left wing.
5 minutes and then I'm wrapping up.
Why would you have to track back?
Who?
No, Classic just
Dembele.
Dembele would have
No, we're not talking about tracking. He doesn't need to track back. That's the whole point of Rich James playing right wing back.
You're
track
talking
backing
shit
need to do
with
is
too
class
much
up with his
confidence.
comments.
You're talking shit with too much confidence.
From what I'm trying to say, Mason Mount, we have seen that his best position is in that left inside forward. Mount is it in that left inside forward. So having Mount in that left inside forward, Kai Havertz at the 9, and then Dembele at the
and then we are done. We are finishing second 7.
That is the most creative offensive.
No, that is stupid.
No,
that is
Mount
stupid of
was
you.
actually
And
playing on the left
listen,
side
even
to cover for Alonso.
What?
Mount playing on the left side for inside forward was to help Alonso.
Yes,
that's nothing to do with
or Chilwell as well. I mean, but it also helps because Mount cutting it on his right side.
Mount was always on the right. He's better linking with James and on the right side, and he's linking with on the left side. Stop spreading lies.
I'm not spreading any lies. I'm simply saying that when I have seen Mount
you're spreading lies.
When I have seen Mount perform the best, he cut on his right foot to score against Liverpool. He cut on his right foot to score against Real Madrid. Literally,
I wouldn't mind having Mason Mount. I still think Mason Mount is a very useful player, but my issue is fucking Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, Mason Mount should not play together.
Pastor, we're having a conversation. If you could please allow us to converse.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna allow you because you're a fucking crap.
What, Alex? So what I was saying is, I feel like because we're not going to be able to play Dembele.
Them on, Andrew.
You're not having any. Listen, you're not having any conversation. Alex is trying to tell you you're talking shit.
Glasser, do you want to start talking about false 8s again? Can we revisit that conversation?
Listen. I don't mind Mason Mount that much.
Hold on. I'm still waiting for money for my vacation from
Mason. To be honest, Mason Mount was false 8. Listen, Mason Mount was false 8 this year. He got 29 goals and assists because he was false 8. Because he was supposed to score goals rather than to create them.
Okay.
Okay, yes. What? Okay.
We have 16 assists.
No, we just want you to start breathing, and when you breathe, we can talk.
Drink some milk, bro.
From your mama's titty.
Yeah, Werner's going to be benched by Hansi Flick. He's not going to play for Germany. Havertz has a problem with Germany. He's not playing for Germany.
Hey, Klasov, which club do you think Werner will end up next season?
He will play more than Timo Werner?
In your dream. In your dream. In your fucking dream.
Hey, Klasov's taking bets? Hey, taking bets, Klasov? I want to jump on that too.
No! He still pays for my vacation. What kind of bets is that?
He's got enough for your vacation, he's got enough for bets.
Problem is, he's going to pay you in his planet's local money. You know, it's not gonna
I'll take that. Whatever.
Convert.
Give me that space gold or whatever it is.
Monopoly money.
They can't convert. 500 money.
I came in for a violence today. That's it.
I'll be chasing UFOs after that, Andrew, just to try to exchange.
You brought violence. Wow.
Listen,
you brought violence by end up spreading all the shit from your mouth. You came with the violence, but end up spreading shit from your mouth, man.
Somebody called him an inverted waffler.
Inverted waffler.
Alex.
Oh,
that's a new nickname.
Right, guys, we're going to wrap up the stream here.
End it, bro.
Like and subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace.
Peace, guys.